Gentlemen, some of you know something that none of the others know. Don't tell them. We just make that. No, don't tell them. I just said don't. You botched it. You killed it. You ruined it for me. That wasn't. That's fine. I guess we can move past it. We can still be friends. Yeah, you guys are ruining it. You guys are ruining it. This was going to be such a fun little thing. Honestly, it wasn't going to be that fun. It was not. What was I going to say? I was going to explain the same thing to you guys that I explained to some other people. And that is that when picking the title for this thing, I knew, oh shit, there's already 200 people watching. Jesus Christ, that like was a jump scare. I'm like, that's all right. It startled me. Hold on. I have to get my hundreds of people are viewing what I'm doing right now. Personality on. I have to get that from deep within my guts. And I'm getting nauseous. What was I going to say? I'm bombing. I'm already bombing. That's not good. That's not good at all. I was titling the video and I was going to be like, I don't know, I'm live. And then I thought to myself, I'm alive. Oh, that'll be fun. Maybe some people thought I was dead and they'll suddenly be like, holy shit, he's not dead. He faked his death. That's crazy. And that would be pretty exciting for you, right? I figured that had some high entertainment value potential. It was worth, even if it was just like one or two people who thought I was dead for whatever reason, they just heard somebody say it once and just assumed it was true. That then they saw that title, that would be so exciting for them. And it's important to kind of play for the back row sometimes. You know, it's important to be just reaching out to even like just little pockets, even more, you know, isolated niche interests, people who just have their own particular specific understanding of what you're doing. You have to reach out to them too. And so, you know, I'm kind of, yeah, playing for the back row is I think the way to put it. You know, figured that would be fun. Also, I think that there might be some people out there who just don't know that I've been working again over the past like year and a half or so. And so I don't know, maybe there's some people who would just be surprised to see that I'm here and would think that I'm just being silly by saying alive. So either way, maybe a handful of people got a big jolt of excitement or surprise or disgust, horror, I don't know, but something. That's the job, right? As an artist, just to make people feel something. And so hopefully some of you guys felt a little something when you saw that I was alive, or you just didn't think anything at all, because it's just kind of like a pretty given bit, right? Like the quirky guy is gonna say alive instead of live when, you know, that's the standard quirky millennial way of doing it. So anyway, I came on here to like say things, to communicate information to you, not just to babble. And now that there are 1,500 people watching, I'm considering just changing my mind. By the way, ignore this goal thing in the chat. It says that I set a goal of $50 $100 super chats in the next 11 minutes and 16 seconds. That is not a real thing. I was joking, and now I'm worried that some people are going to think that I am not joking, and you just need to know that I am. Somebody did just send a super chat, though, and I just have to say thank you for that. Tito7163, thanks. It's super generous of you. You didn't need to do that. I'm not coming on here to make money. That was a joke. I came on here to update you guys on some tour stuff. But also, Tito7163 says, breaking, Will Wood attracts fans. Coming up next, Fork Fountain Kitchen. Thank you. It's very kind to you. I appreciate that. Anyway, I came on here to talk tour things. Tour. We're about to leave for tour. There is a tour happening shortly. I want to go home. I'm in my house and I want to go home. You ever feel that before? Which is something you just want to return from whence you came, even if you are whence you came. Chrism 2012 says, hi, Mr. Wood. Yesterday was my birthday. Can I get a hi? Hi, thank you. So tour's coming up. The Tapeworms and I are hitting the road. I'm really fucking excited about it. We are 2 weeks away. I'm pumped. It's going to be me, my favorite people in the world, and thousands of blue-haired 20-year-olds who have opinions about ketamine. I can't wait for that. College girls with mustaches and Sharpie covered denim jackets and patchouli drenched carny looks as far as the eye can see, and an unparalleled concentration of people with life ruining intimacy disorders. What a good time. I can't wait to see you all out there. I have to say a couple of things about. I just have to really quick address a super chat, then I'll get right back into rambling. Gregory Term, thank you so much. Gregory Term says, just found your music late last June. Appreciate you and your art. Thank you very much. I appreciate the kind words. I appreciate the support. Spellbound WDL says, congratulations on your engagement, dude. Heard about it at the last Mesa show. Wishing the both of you well. Much love from North Carolina. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. We went the rest of the way. There's been, you missed so much. You haven't been paying attention at all, have you? Imagine if that's how I felt. Thank you so much, Talking Code Official, and Ben's Projects 5853. Thank you as well. Happy birthday. What's going on is a bunch of shows have sold out. Boston's sold out. Toronto's sold out. Toronto is fucking gigantic, man. That's going to be the biggest show that I've played ever, and not even in my home country. There's like something like 2,400 tickets sold, which is just crazy. I didn't think that was possible, but I guess it makes sense because you do the all ages thing. So one, there's every child in Canada is there. And also, since their parents have to be there too, really every child is like 2, maybe even 3 people. So it's a good trick. If I'm ever really hurting for cash, I got to do the all ages, because every child you let in there, you got to sell a ticket to their parents too. It's actually really clever. I am leaving so much money on the table. Why am I doing this? Because I actually can explain that, and I've explained it before, and I'll explain it again. But sorry, I got an email about my 401k, and it interrupted me. It distracted me. What was I talking about? I was talking about how like some of my music is weird and gross and just not something I'm comfortable doing around kids. We're going to try and keep things a little bit more PG when we go to Canada. We're going to try. I'm not going to do the penis song. So that'll be good. Although I will say my name is still Will Wood. I have a stage name that is basically like it's a relatively subtle one, but if you squint and turn your head, you can kind of see a boner joke in there. I don't know if anybody, I feel like nobody talks about that. I feel like it's not that subtle, right? Anyway, the point is, I get a lot of like angry emails from emotionally manipulative moms being like, my 12-year-old daughter is sick and disabled and transgender, and her dream before dying of tuberculosis is to see a Will Wood show. Can't you find it in your heart to care about your fans? And I'll be like, lady, mom, I don't care. I don't care what like turn of the century illness your daughter has. I'm not taking your kid to the penis boner show. My name is Will Wood. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The point is that I don't tend to do the all ages shows because it's just kind of weird and just kind of gross, but let the parents decide in some situations. Let's face it, Canadians are probably more mature, right? Can we agree with that? I think that we can probably guess that's probably true. I'm in a weird mood today. I think I'm just kind of letting whatever come out of my mouth. And I had specific things I was going to say, and I don't remember what they were. Oh, right. Okay. Shows that have sold out: Boston, Toronto, Cleveland. There are 2 dates in Chicago because the one date sold out real quick. That was on the 19th. That sold out. The 18th is open now. So if you haven't heard about that yet, the Taborns and I are playing in Chicago on the 18th as well. There's still tickets left for that. Winged Echo 413 says, your music is a huge inspiration to me. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support and the kind words. I got to keep up with some of these super chats here. I missed one a second ago. May Mundane says, Toronto, are you pairing up with Nirvana the band? I wish, but the Rivoli wouldn't book us, unfortunately. They're a really hard get. We tried. Thanks, May Mundane. Lapis Lazuli says, your music is helping me get through nursing school. Love from the Philippines. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Emmy Space says, I had such an awesome time at the DC show last year. I was upset for being late, but you walked in front of my car after I parked, so it felt less bad. Right on. That's awesome. I'm glad you were parked before I walked in front of your car. That would actually be a better memory, though. Let's be real. Like, I know you don't want to hit me with a car, but don't you kind of like, wouldn't you love having that story? Wouldn't you love to be able to say, like, I struck Will Wood with my car in DC? I would love to tell that story. Unfortunately, I can't because I can't drive and also run myself over at the same time. It's a curse. All right, next we've got Sodart says, come back to SC, please. We'll give you more cats. Thank you so much. I am chock full of cats. I got too many cats, but thank you. I appreciate the offer. And thanks for the support as well. And also T-Nex sold out. So T-Nex gone. That is a really small show. I don't know what the cap is, but it's like less than 4 probably. And so we sold all 2.5 tickets, like pretty much right away. There might be like a handful of tickets that get released last minute. Maybe, possibly. I'm not entirely sure, but it's possible. So keep an eye out for that. That's the New Jersey show, one of 2 New Jersey shows. The Sayreville show at Starland Ballroom still has some tickets left. Galactic Girl says, your music helped me get through the hardest times. It's been my favorite and the biggest inspiration to me. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Semi-Defied says, hey, would there perhaps one day be a plan of concept of a tour in Europe? Yes, definitely something we want to do at some point, just a matter of figuring out how to work it creatively and financially. And I also feel like financially we'll have to also be pretty creative. Thank you so much, Emmy Space. And also Rabbit or Habit says, so excited to see you in Grand Rapids. Sad I missed VIP. That reminds me of the next thing I was going to say, and that is that a handful of VIP passes did just open up, including at Grand Rapids. So take a look at that. If it hasn't opened up yet, it's going to be in the next like few hours. I did just talk to MasterPass about it, and they said that they were adding some. So there you go, Rabbit for Habit. I hope that you didn't leave immediately after sending that, because if you're still here, yes, there's a few new VIP passes added to Grand Rapids. I have to catch up with a couple of super chats. Madeline23, I couldn't go last year because you came to Colorado 3 days before my 18th. Come back literally any point in the future and I'll be there. Your music means so much to me, so thank you. Thank you very much. I'm sorry that you missed it. I'll be back there eventually. Much to my own chagrin, I'm constantly going to Denver. That sounds like a complaint. I love Denver. It is a complaint. I love Denver. I'm one of those people sensitive to the altitude change. It just takes me like a day or two, and I don't love that stuff. And then I get on stage, I'm like, also the first time I went to Denver, I was recovering from COVID, and so I extra couldn't breathe. And then it just made it so that it was an anxiety loop every other time I went back, which is one other time actually I'm realizing. So I'm drawing too many conclusions based on limited information. Snake in a Suit says, remembering the Schaefer James concert when you literally just showed up. Incredible time. Love your work. Thank you so much. I love Schaefer. I hate him. Sorry, I forgot. He and I are not friends. We do not like each other. Sorry about that. The Great Sea Bear says, yo, Will Wood, the people at my work get mad at me when I listen to your music with an earbud in, but it helps me get through the job. Love from Old Zealand. Man, I appreciate that you're listening. You didn't have to tell me that everybody around you hates me. You didn't have to say that. Thank you for the support. I appreciate the kind words too. So glad you like it, man. Fop, fop, beep, fop, fop says, hey, Will, can you make a random noise so I can add to my conlang? Thanks. Love your shit, man. Thank you. I feel like I did when I said your screen name, so you're welcome. Cincinnati also opened up some VIP passes. So if you were planning on going to Grand Rapids or Cincinnati and you didn't get your VIP pass that you wanted to get, you can get it now. Also added to that was Cleveland. Which is actually otherwise sold out. So you have to already have gotten a ticket to the Cleveland show in order to do that. But Cleveland VIPs were opened up. Silver Spring also opened up VIPs. So, hey, guy who almost hit me with their car in DC, you got another chance. You missed me last time because you made the mistake of parking before I walked in front of you. But don't park next time. Don't park. I know it's hard. Driving in DC is a nightmare. Whether you're driving or parked, you're usually not moving. But if you do get a chance, I'll be walking around that general area somewhere. It's not DC. It's definitely right outside, but Silver Springs right there. You might get a chance. You might get a chance to finally get what you want. And you'll be able to tell people for the rest of your life that you killed me. Trinity Dish says, hey, Will, just thought I'd ask how you are. I bet the tour rehearsals are quite the process. That's sweet of you. First of all, thank you for the support. And second, I'm doing pretty well. I'm feeling great. Health is in a good place. Going to physical therapy. I have a disease that makes me allergic to cheeseburgers, but I never had a good relationship with them in the first place. Frankly, I've never had a cheesesteak and then been like, wow, I'm sure I'm glad I had that. It's always just been followed immediately by self-loathing. So it's fine. All right. I'll be bit by 100 Lone Star ticks. I don't give a shit. Frankly, it's almost a superpower at this point. Maybe I can just won't have to go to the gym anymore. I don't like admitting that I go to the gym in public because I'm not like jacked. And so it almost feels like, I don't want people to know that I'm trying to look like this. Hold on a second. I have to catch up with a couple of, it's so hard to catch up with the super chats. Zaraman says, Will versus Wood, who wins? Probably Wood, depending on the circumstances, because sometimes it's a tree and it can fall and smush you. I couldn't beat a tree. Sad Nepistad said, Neptisad says, your music has helped me through so much mentally over the past 2 years. It's oddly inspiring in a very comforting way. Have fun on tour. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Trying to catch up with another one that's like buried here. How does this work, YouTube? What's your deal? Oh, okay, I see. All right, I can do that. Mr. Stinky says, hi, Will Wood. Can I get a hi? I love your music. There was 2 right there. And you know what? I'm going to give you a 3rd just for you. Hi. Thank you. Wilbur Soot 4034 says, come to Besiktas. I've never heard of that country. If I can find it, thank you so much. Starwatch says, Will, I love your hair. Love your music. Thanks. I work really hard on it. And it's mostly science. I appreciate it. Soundless Puppeteer, sorry I missed you. It's kind of a lot. It's me and my girlfriend's song. Thanks for making that song, and I want you to know how special it is to us. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It's great to hear and very flattering, and hell yeah. The Cross Gem 277 says, thank you for all the music you have made. It has helped me through many difficult times in my life. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you so much. Dumb Nature says, I'm broke to write, but I love your music, Will. I love you too. Thank you. Ambrose Morningstar says, I played Love Me Normally for an assignment yesterday, and everyone asking which musical it was from. Also, is an Australian tour ever happening? First of all, thank you very much. And second, probably someday, I would hope so. No current plans, not even like discussions right now, but definitely hoping to someday. Logan, thank you so much. Ming Clace, would you do a tour in Asia? Would love to see you. Once again, it's kind of like a someday maybe if we can make it work, Es cierto que vas a la Expo Feria Guadalupe. I don't know what that means. Is there a translate button? What, babe? Oh, is that what that is? Well, if it's come to Guadalupe, maybe someday. I don't know. My mouse is doing crazy stuff. Sorry. Shit. Okay, I'm really falling really far behind, and I have more things I want to say. I got to get to these super chats, and then I will give you the other information. Is that like baiting? Is that good YouTube skills? Is just like, I've got big updates for you after these super chats. Is that kind of, am I doing it right? Is that how you, is that retention? Is that good retention practices? KPLE die cry. I don't know. That's my guess. Says, Will, please explain VIP will be, and then one of these. Because it's smushing something. They're like smushing a bug. Don't do that. It's more scared of you than you are of it. Why are you hurting it? It didn't do anything wrong. It's just living its life. Put it in the jar and take it outside. VIPs are gonna be like you're gonna get a chance to go in early, so you'll be able to get to the front. So it's kind of like just like a guaranteed front row upgrade. Then you'll also get a couple of you get like a little swag bag with some posters, and I don't remember what else. Babe, is a tote bag and posters, right? What is it? A badge, poster, like badge with a lanyard. Oh, I wish I had one laying around so you could see what they look like. But we got badge and lanyard. What? Yeah, could you?
Yeah, show the poster too.
Okay. Oh, I have the poster. I have the sample right here. Here's a sample of the poster. This is a beat up one. It was taped the outside of the box it was shipped to us from. I promise it doesn't look like this. But this is the poster. You can hang it upside down if you want. I don't care. But this is the poster. Yeah, I'll sign it. And same thing goes for the lanyard, which the missus is retrieving for us right now. Lanyard badge. The lanyard's got little scissors on it, and the badge has like a graphic on it. And it'll come in a tote bag. And then you'll also get early access to the merch table. And then the band and I will come out on stage. And we'll do like a little Q&A session for like half an hour-ish, I think, maybe a little bit more. I actually don't really know how long the Q&A is offhand. I just stumble out of the bus and try and be human. Yeah, that's how that. Oh, thank you. This is the VIP badge. You get a little badge, and it comes on a little lanyard, and you wear it around this, and then you get one of these. But you also get like a tote and some autographs. Okay, so yeah. Oh, by the way, if you bought the VIP, MasterPass needs your legal name. If your name on your ID doesn't match the name you gave us, you're going to get turned around and you might not even be refunded because they won't be able to even actually prove that it's you. Somebody literally signed up for the VIP with the name Death. Dude, you can't come. Death can't come to the Q&A. I'm sorry, Death. You're not invited. You're getting a refund and you're not coming. And look, even if you mean well and you're just like a wacky guy being silly, you were told put legal information in the form for security purposes before being in close proximity to public figures. And you went, okay, Death. I want Will and his team and his friends and all of everyone around him to expect the arrival of Death. You can't come. Do you think nobody sees the names? Do you think? No, of course you don't. You absolutely know people see it. You know, and you made the conscious choice to pair a murder threat with your credit card information. I mean, maybe it's your legal name. I'm sorry if like your parents were just like goth as fuck, or I don't know, maybe your gender is just bad. Maybe you got a bad gender, and I'm sorry if you got a bad gender. I'm sorry it happened to you. Maybe I'm being deeply insensitive to a culture with unique naming conventions that I just know nothing about. And if that's the case, your people need to like build a museum or something. It's you got to raise awareness somehow because he scared the shit out of me, man. If it is your legal name, if your legal name is Death, regardless of the reason, you got to change it. I'm sorry. I want to be respectful here, but you can't have that name because also I saw that your middle name was also Death. Your name was Death. You can't come, and you have to change that. And I'm not going to say your last name on the stream here on the off chance that it could actually identify you somehow. But your last name was scary too. You can't come. And now we have to crack down on security and get our budget up for that, and like Live Nation's got like flock cameras and facial recognition drones that'll like see your search history and shit. But we got like the Taylor Swift package, and now I'm gonna have to sell all my gear after the show, after the tour. So thanks, Death. You ruined the whole tour because you don't have any museums dedicated to your heritage. Anyway, I have to. What else was I going to say? There were other things that were more important than whatever I was just saying. Come on, buddy. Where were we? Oh, the super chats. I fell so far behind. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get to that right now. G Electric. Says, hi, Will, your music means so much to me. I hope one day I can be as talented as you. Hope all is well. Can I get a hi, Gwen? Hi, Gwen. Thank you. Tissue says, my friend Daisy likes you. Hi. Hi, Daisy. Bryson Deeds says, hey, Mr. Wood, when are you coming to Alabama? I don't know when I'm coming to Alabama, unfortunately. Have we ever been to Alabama? I don't think I've ever been to Alabama. I don't know if there are enough Will Wood fans in Alabama, unfortunately. But if it happens, we'll see. So yeah, we'll see. Hope sometime soon. The guy your counter 27 says, "Will you smite us if we sing the backup vocals?" So I'm not in possession of the requisite abilities to smite anyone. I don't have the smiting capacity. And if I did, I'd like to think I would be much more responsible with that power than to smite people for simply singing backup vocals. I actually would smite you. If I could smite you, I'd be more likely to smite you if you didn't sing backup vocals than if you did, because I can only sing one voice at a time. So if you guys can do all the shalalas and the oohs and ahs, like that would be super great. Also make my band's job easier too. So yeah, frankly, yeah, if between now and tour I develop the capacity to smite, you better watch out and you better start practicing. You better get ready to sing. Work on your ear throat connection. It's not like a phrase that people use. It sounds like one that one might use. You know, your ear to vocal connection. Maybe that is. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Mr. Meatloaf 74 says, my mouth is getting dry from talking too fast. He didn't say that. I said that. He said, would love to see you come back to California. Been a fan for 5 years, still listening to this day. Thanks so much. I'm so glad. We'll be back. I don't know who he is, but at least I will be back. Thank you so much. Random Chevy car says, hey, Will, been sober for about 9 months now and about to finally get my GED, and your music has been a big help for my mental health. Thanks. That's awesome, man. That's so fucking cool. Congratulations. 9 months is crazy. Yeah, congrats on all of that. That's amazing. Keep it up. Keep it up. That's awesome. Caden Crow says 4106. Hi, Will. Hope you're all right. I went to your I lost it again. I lost it. Hold on. Oh, geez, there's been so many and I'm so far behind. Okay, hold on. Shit. Okay, I don't know where I was. I'm sorry. I'm trying to catch up. It cooler Chacho. I don't know how your name is pronounced. I'm sorry. Hey, Will, do you like bubble tea? Also, my Chinese teacher thinks you're handsome. I do like bubble tea. And tell your fucking Chinese teacher to back off. I'm taken. Okay. Gogissimo says, hi, Will. I used your music for my uni application animation portfolio and got accepted with max points. Thank you. I love you. Love you too. Congratulations. Halfwinger says, love your music so much. Take my money, please. You got it. Anytime. Just let me know and I'm there for you. You got it. Thank you. Mooker says, hey, Will, your music has been a huge inspiration to me. Is there a VIP for Sayreville? Also, I met you backstage at Weird Al, if you remember me. Oh, shit. Hey, how's it going? That's so funny. Good to see you again. I think that they're all out in Sayreville, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Did we meet backstage at Weird Al? Didn't we meet in the audience and then again backstage at Weird Al? Was that you? Are we talking? Because if so, how are you? You were in the same place as me. How are you? Whatever. We'll talk later. I'll see you. I'll see you soon. Yeah. Sel Krieg girl says, hi, Will, have money. Your music is like so cool and awesome. Thanks so much. I appreciate the money. Yeah. Spellbound WDL says, hey, again, any possible word on a new album? No possible word. The word no is the possible one. Mick Wisbrowski says, hey, Will, it's not much, but I'll add to the richness pile. You inspire me so much. I aspire to be as imaginative as you are someday. Keep on keeping. Thank you so much. You guys don't need to be adding to this richness pile. At some point, I'm going to start getting really tired. And as long as you guys are sending me money, I can't go off the stream. Not that I'm looking to. I'm having a good time. There's 2,300 people going here. That's a lot. I want to make sure that everybody's having as good of a time as possible. And I also have a lot of news I still need to get out. But like, what was something I was going to say, and it was going to be, oh right, the other super chats. Fuck. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Got too much momentum, too much energy, and if I use too much energy at once, I crash hard. You have to control it. It's a skill that you build over many years. It's a skill that I built over many years, and I don't use it. I do have that skill. It took me many years. It shouldn't have taken me many years. Maybe it took me a year or two. I never noticed how curvy my nose is. I don't like that. Minty Neo says, I know it's been said 100 times, but it doesn't make it any less true. Your music has and continues to help me through horribly hard times. I've been listening for 7 years. Keep being you. That's awesome. Thank you so much for the support. And stuff like that. motivates me, and that's great to hear. Thank you. Half Decade Hangover says, I hope you can see one of your shows one day. Ideally, you'd come to Poland. I love you and your music. You inspire me a lot of my own. Any ETA for your next album? I can't wait for it. Poland would be one of the places that we would go if we did Europe, I'm pretty sure, because I think that we have a relatively good following there. So fingers crossed that we can get there sooner than later. As for an ETA on the next album, sometime next year. I'll say that. Demon Fire 666 says, Will Wood, I'm drawing you right now. I love your face. Second, I really hope you come to Mexico someday. We'll be there at some point. Thank you. And good luck drawing my face. A lot of people say that it does a lot of different things that make it hard to pin down. People say I have a challenging profile. What a weird thing to like brag about. It's not even true. I just made it up. You see what's happening? All right, the momentum issue. That's what happens is I start running too fast. I go faster and faster and faster, and at some point I go, wait, oh no, I'm gonna go off the rails. It's like losing control of a bicycle. The problem is you got scared. It's like when you fall off a skateboard. You're going down a hill. You gotta stay put. You gotta have your knees bent. You gotta be ready to go with the flow. But you don't want to start wiggling. You don't want to start keeping your balance, because the second you do, you will lose it. And that is the woo way of the tightrope walk. You know what I mean? It's like, don't look down. And that's exactly the problem is I start putting that energy out there. And at some point I go, what if I lose the energy? What if I say something that I'm then self-conscious about? What if I embarrass myself? What if I say something that's like off color or politically incorrect or will get me in some kind of trouble? What if I say something that makes me feel dumb later on? Am I embarrassing myself? And as soon as I start asking those questions, I start losing my train of thought and getting confused. Demon Fire, thank you very much. Ivy Cohen says, I was going to go to the Huntington show, but couldn't for reasons. Would give you more than $5 if I could. Also, my boyfriend is watching, so hi, Jimmy. Hi, Jimmy. Thank you for the support. Also, that's a thing I want to get to as long as we're talking about Huntington, because you're not alone in that. It seems like everyone couldn't go to Huntington for reasons. It's actually kind of fucking hilarious how few people have bought tickets to the show in Huntington. When I say it's funny, I mean it's genuinely funny. This isn't a cope. This isn't me going like, oh no, nobody's bought tickets. Well, I don't care. I think it's funny. It's genuinely actually funny, because it's like, it's going to be, for those of you who bought tickets to that show, all 7 of you, you are going to have the most uncomfortably intimate concert experience of your life. You are guaranteed to just be one of very few people, and the whole audience is going to be the front row. At least as of right now, that's what it's looking like. We're going to have to learn each other's names, because it's going to be one of those situations where there are so few people in a space where it would be weird if anyone walked away not having been introduced to everyone else there. It's going to be kind of like a party, basically. It's going to be really very intimate to an almost inappropriate extent, frankly. If you have social anxiety, don't go to that show, because I'll know you. I'll see you. I'll know your face, and I might even remember it, just because it's just like it's just there's so few of you. So that'll be really funny. And it's especially funny because we were adding the extra date because we were like, there's a lot of demand in this area. We want to add the extra date to meet that demand. And also, it's an extra night that we can throw on the end. And it'll be like kind of like the finale, This has been a big thing. This is the second of 2 big anniversary style reunion sort of tours, celebrating a giant milestone for my first 2 albums. And it's going to be kind of like almost like an end of an era celebration. So here's the big finale, and it's like, here's 40 tickets. And that's just, ain't that just how it goes? Isn't that how like we plan, God laughs? I have a little plaque that says that, and I hung it over my toilet because I have a gross, weird sense of humor. And it's funny how that just like, that's just how it works, right? It's like the universe just plays jokes on you. Whatever you think you want, the cosmos just goes, I'm going to do you one better and give you what you need sometimes. It was humbling. It showed me things that I needed to learn. It's about time that it's like some really good, like drop the rock sort of learning here, is that there's just like, it's how do I put it? It's forcing anyone in any sort of similar position to just kind of become suddenly, whether they like it or not, ready to have their higher power remove all of their defects of character, but only just the 1 or 2 that is really wanting to sell a lot of tickets, which really isn't a defect. Maybe I am just coping. Is that what this is? Am I laughing to keep myself from crying? The next one was from Aurora Rain saying, "Hi, Will. Everyone in my small northern Michigan town knows who you are, and it's really scary." That is really scary. What do you mean, knows who I am? Do you mean has heard of my music? Because if so, that's not scary. That's great news. Thanks for letting me know that there's good money in Michigan. Although they're not coming to the show. I mean, the Michigan show is it sold out? It hasn't sold out yet. It's gotten really close to selling out. It's like one of the closest ones. It's like 90% there. You'd think if everybody, if it's a small town, it's not small northern Michigan town, yeah, maybe it would make sense that not everybody. I need water. Thanks, babe. Small Michigan town. What was I gonna say? The way you say knows who you are, it makes it sound like you're saying like, no, they know you, they remember you from that time. You remember that time. I'm nervous. Now I'm nervous that I made enemies in northern Michigan just because I've mostly made enemies over the course of my life. I feel like I have that vibe. You can kind of tell that's a guy who pisses people off. And it's true. I pissed off. There was this one time I was passing through a small northern town in Michigan. Oh, maybe it was that one. Nature, I guess, said I had to ask my aunt to do this, but thank you so much for existing. Your music makes me feel like I'm not alone. Love from Hawaii. Thanks so much. That's really sweet. And thanks, Aunt Nature, I guess. Semi-Defied said, "Hey, I really appreciate your music. It's helped me a lot. Can we get a lamp reveal behind you? It looks pretty." Lamp reveal. It's from Amazon. Thank you so much. Anna Rose says, "Are VIP tickets transferable now?" I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not sure. You would have to ask MasterPass. I don't really know all that much about that stuff. Sorry. The masterpass.com, they have all the information that you would need for that. Just shoot them an email and they'll get back to you pretty quick. They're usually pretty good about stuff. Thank you so much. Second Sightseer 222 gave me $2. That's fun. I like all those twos and I like money too. Thank you so much. Zircon One Pants says, hi. As much as I like you, I am very scared of you. Thanks. I didn't need to know that. That made me sad. My day is worse now. Appreciate the money though. I guess that's how much, you know what? That's fair. I guess that's how much that's worth to me, is that it's about $2. I'm about $2 hurt by that. About $2, which isn't so bad. It's just enough where if you gave me $2, it all kind of evens out. Somebody's like, hey, I'll give you $2 to hurt your feelings a little bit. I'd be like, all right, that seems fair. Thank you. This is a mug made out of bones. We got it from the Creation Museum in Kentucky. It's good. Mr. Shuttles says, "Thank you so much for getting me to read Fear and Loathing." Thank you for reading it. It's a great book, right? It's Bird 2331 says, "Are you coming to Omaha, Nebraska?" Not anytime, at least too soon that I'm aware of, but maybe at some point. I am a banana 249 says, "What's your favorite song to play live?" It varies a lot. It varies a lot. Usually solo, it's like White Noise or Cicada Days. I really enjoy those songs. I also really enjoy Laplace's Angel, both solo and with the band. And with the band, the answer is Laplace's Angel. I love playing that one with the guys. Thanks for the support. Saburi OK says, "Will, I'm adapting her." Oh, geez. Hold on. I lost you. Shit. Darn. Heck. Dang gummit. Dag nabbit. Oh, geez, there's a whole lot here that I've missed. Whoa. Oh, okay. All right. Someone wants to know if I'm going to South America, Mexico, Argentina, Peru, etc. I don't have any plans for it right now, Sarubi, but maybe someday. I hope so. Thank you. So Taiwei says $1. Thank you. Eva Aurora 007 says, "Hello, I love your music so much. I hope we see you in Europe someday. Greetings from Slovenia." Thank you. Bend UPV says, "Hope there's nobody called Scampton the Great. I hate that guy. Anyways, love your music. Hope death doesn't actually turn up." Thanks so much. Oh, geez, am I that far behind right now? Geez. Okay, all right. I'm gonna try catching up. I keep losing track of where I am. Shit. Sorry, guys. All right, this is where I think I am. My name's JD. You've been my favorite music artist for years, and I pray you come back to St. Louis sometime after September. Thank you for everything. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And great. Now I've clicked the live chat button, and so I'm gone again. Okay, trying to get. I'm just gonna pick. I'm gonna scroll up and try and pick one. Sorry about that, guys. Hi there, Will. You are the first time super chatting too, and I love making lots of tapeworm fan art, and I hope to show you some if I can. Love you. Thanks so much, Fishy Fish. I appreciate it. Luciferin says, hey, Will, loved your music for years, and it really means a lot to me. I hope we can see you live someday. Please come to San Diego. We miss you. We'll be back at some point for sure. At least I'll be. Definitely at some point. Hopefully sooner than later. Thank you. Cold Dreams says, hello, it's Australia. I make regrettable financial decisions. Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. I think that was a great financial decision. Thanks. Helena Lawenda says, so excited about the tour. I'm flying from Poland to see the show. I just know it'll be worth the 12-hour flight. Yikes. I don't know that. And I'm the guy who's supposed to be doing it. So I hope it'll be worth it. Thank you. The design of your album, Took Me Back to Drawing, comes from Damien152. Thank you so much. Boo Batch says, a collab with you and Weird Al would go crazy. You're right. That would go crazy. It'd be pretty weird. I've got an email to send. Norimi Zumeme says, hey, will you ever come to Mexico someday? Maybe at some point. Thank you. Lucky Froggy says, Will, tomorrow's my birthday. If you can, is it okay to say happy birthday to me? My name is Aiden. Hi, Aiden. Thank you. Neon Pierrot says, come to Brooklyn. Are you hitting me with your car there? Is that what you're doing? You're going to hit me with your car like that person who's going to hit me with their car in DC? Are you telling me to drive into Brooklyn? Why am I coming to Brooklyn? All right, we're moving on to the next one. Slickybox772 says, would you ever consider releasing any of your unofficial songs? Probably not. I don't really know what like unofficial means exactly in like what you're thinking, but just about anything that like I didn't release and that's like flown around out there. Like I know that there's some like YouTube uploads of like songs that I never really got a chance to finish or that I was workshopping at some show that I didn't realize anybody was filming at from like 10 years ago or something like that. Like 90% of the time, most of those probably nothing is going to ever come of. If a song gets released before I'm able to feel like it's ready to be released, it kind of just kills it for me. It just kind of makes it just like, okay, well, that's done. That's done. That's dead. Sorry about that. Thank you. Eddie Revenge says, slouching DVD came today. Keep up the good work. Please come with Skeggy Butlins. Come to Skeggy But. I don't know what that means, but I'll try. I'll try my best, Eddie. Thanks for the support. May Mundane said, hey, Will Wood, come to hell. Okay, I'll be there. Hopefully not for a while, but almost certainly at some point. In the Lap 2 says, went through breakup lately. Any advice or reassuring words? Also, your music helps as always. Suburbia Overture is my favorite song of all time. Thank you so much. I don't really have any advice. I feel like anytime I've gone through a breakup, my coping mechanisms have been bad. And somebody will like a therapist or a sponsor will be like, well, what do you do to cope? And I'm just like, I don't know. All of my hobbies are my living. And I don't even enjoy those. That's not true. I do enjoy what I do. But I don't know. Take a bath. I know that sounds silly, but I did recently have a very frightening bath that really, I feel like kind of redirected the course of my life. Don't get me wrong. I was on LSD in that bath, but don't do LSD. That is not the advice. That's not the core element here. The point is, like, if you can get like into like a meditative state while taking a bath, hey, maybe try one of those salt floats. What about that? I've heard those are pretty good. Meditation. Some people like meditation. Personally, I start meditating. I focus too much on my breath. I start breathing manually. I pass out. But I don't know, those things work for other people. Try asking ChatGPT. I hear that he's got a lot of good ideas as to how to help with certain things. Jane Stern 348 says, will you come back to Minneapolis? I had such a stressful day the night before that I forgot about the tickets I had until about an hour after opening. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. We will be back there at some point for sure. It's a great market and a great town. Thank you. Possum Emma says, you should collab with Waitress perhaps. Perhaps. I don't know. I was going to say something, but then I knew that was probably not. That's probably privileged information, so I'm not going to tell you anything. But it's all good stuff. We're not that there's a collab in the wings or anything, or anything with Waitress right now. I just totally just threw a bunch of like mystery at you that you might think about now. There's literally nothing for you to think about. But the more I talk about it, the more it sounds like there was something to think about, and there isn't. So sorry, I've got nothing. But thank you for the support. And Waitress is really cool. Yeah. Antimatter Gaming 3025 says, Will Wood, your music is peak. Thanks so much. Peroxide Eater says, I sent a super chat without sending a message, so I'm giving you double money. I love you, Will. I just had hand surgery, so this is hard to type. LOL. Good luck with your hand, man. Sorry to hear about that, and thank you so much. Good luck with your recovery. You didn't have to send me double money. I feel like you could probably just send me like a penny if you really wanted to say something. I could be wrong, but you might be able to. No, wait, hold on. I actually can only see your super chat if it's $100 or more. I'm sorry, I can't see any of these. It has to be at least $100, $200 actually. I misspoke. In order for me to see it, Morty, to see a super chat. Unfortunately, it's got to be at least $200. I'm sorry. T. Bickle gave me $200 to say, I'm so excited to see you in Toronto. Your music inspired me to start playing / writing myself. Also, can we bring you in the band gifts at the VIP? Thanks so much. I'm excited for Toronto as well. Yeah, you could probably do that. I don't know. If it's like a weird thing, security might stop you. I've gotten weird gifts in the past. I don't have to go into it, but sometimes it's been like, there's just been some weird stuff where I've been like, this is not legal. So if it's illegal, don't bring it to me. If it's a weapon or something that's like that's like not alive and used to be, if it's like drugs, like don't bring me that. But otherwise, probably not going to have any issues with something like that. Yeah, it would definitely be much appreciated by the guys and I. Thanks so much. And thanks for the $200. Wow. Third Paul brother also give me $200. That's crazy. Says, hi, Will. I love you so much. Please come to Ireland or Northern Ireland. We love you here. Your music inspires me so much. Thanks so much, Third Paul brother. The Great Sea Bear says, yo, Will, could you wish me a happy birthday, please? It was the 29th. Also, the people at my work don't hate you. I love your music so much. You're my number one artist now. Hey, I'm fine. Everything's cool. Everything, this whole vibe I'm doing right now, I'm gonna be real. This is not even remotely similar to my day-to-day personality. Like, not even a little bit. It is such a put on. It is such an act. Like, frankly, I'm shocked at how quickly I'm speaking and all of the energy I'm putting into this. I didn't even have like that much caffeine today, and I'm not like, I didn't like forget my meds. So I'm like, just like, as far as I'm concerned, nailing it today just to have that much energy. You understand? Like, I'm doing a thing right now. Like, anything that I say, just hear it as just me saying thank you and then putting on a little bit of a show. You know what I mean? Like, don't worry about anything else. If I say like, oh, you hurt my feelings, you didn't. If I say, oh, you made me happy, you did. That's the gist of it. And I'm falling right back into it right now. I almost can't help it. Like, it's a conscious thing, but it's also not a conscious thing. I think you would understand if there were 2,400 people watching at the same time. You just develop a different personality. It just happens. You can't even help it. You know, people will talk about like, you know, like public personas and stage personas and stuff like that. And a lot of the time, I think it's not even something people do on purpose. It's just like an instinct. You know what I mean? Anyway, thanks so much. Bureau says $200 here. Thanks so much. Says, why don't you come to Brazil? You have a lot of fans here. I'm sorry, Brazil. Brazil is a thirsty country. Brazil wants a lot of music they don't get. And I'm sorry about the fact you live in Brazil. Maybe you should just move. Maybe think about that. You come to New Jersey. How about that? Fucking Brazilians. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't mean that. I don't know why that got me. I think I need to take a break. I'm sweating. Okay, I'm getting lightheaded. Was there other information I need to come on here to share, or is it just about catching up with super chats now? and apologizing to the Brazilian community. Sequen Latino says, would you give stand-up comedy another chance? Yeah. Yeah, I'd give it another chance. Yeah, I'd try that again someday. Thank you. DeMagic B says, hi, Will. Your music has been one of my favorite things for the past 3 years. I hope to get to see you live someday. I hope so, too. Thanks so much. Star Loves Women says, hey, Goat, will you ever come to Australia? I know it's a big ask. My friends and I think you're rad. Been listening for like 6 years. We love your old and new stuff. Have you ever seen Arcane or Daredevil? Excuse me, I'm going to burp, and I'm trying to hold it back. So, do you want to burp? Would that be a good way to respond to your super chat? Morty, like one of those? That was nothing, though. I was hoping for like a big, ridiculous belch. And honestly, I'm glad I didn't get one because I'm sure like 80 people are screen recording this. And I don't need like a million clips of me belching really loudly out of context, just floating all over the internet. But the fact that I've said that makes it more likely anyway. So anyway, I'll come to Australia someday, I'm sure. Yeah, thank you. Witless01 says, hello, Willie. If you were to be eaten, what animal would you want to maul you? This is not good. I can't go in that direction. That's not the kind of conversation you can have on an internet live stream. There's some real weirdos out here. You know what I'm talking about. And I wish you did. And I wish nobody knew what I was talking about. But I feel like a lot of people probably do. And so I'm going to move on. Thanks for the support. Luis Official says, greetings from Turkey. Your music gives me so much inspiration. And whenever I feel down, listening to it makes me feel seen. I love whatever is wrong with you. Thanks, me too. It's great. It's awesome over here. I'm doing great with it. It's all good, and thanks for the support. Silly Buck Official says, hi, Will. I love your music. Please come to Scotland right away, sir. Thank you for the support. Axel McKinney says, I'm from Alabama, and there's at least 4 other fans here. That's good. That's more people than are turning out at the show in Huntington. So, hey, you know, maybe that's worth a visit. For those of you who weren't here for that, the show that I've got planned for Huntington, there's like an embarrassingly small amount of people coming, and it's going to be insanely intimate to a point where some people are going to have criticisms about whether or not it's appropriate. Like it's like, it's a lot. It's when I say it's a lot, I mean like the energy in that room is going to be a lot. We're going to know each other's names by the end of the night. And I'm hoping that that's just a fun thing for you instead of just being weird. Everybody in that room is going to be the front row. It's going to be tight. And not in like a rad skateboard way, not like toy, but like tight, like it's going to be a difficult squeeze. And I don't mean a squeeze into space, because it's not going to be a squeeze into the space, because there's not going to be anywhere near enough people to fill that space. They're not going to be squeezed into the space. You and I are probably going to be just a little bit tight, and not in like a good way, like we're going to be friends, but like rather we're just going to be tight together, which is really bad when you're not friends. Anyway, next one. Foam says, I will always come back to your music. Thank you, Will. Thank you. Silly Buck Official says, Will, say hello to me. Fuck Will. Hi. Thank you. Wizolol says, take my money. I love your stuff. I've indoctrinated my friends to like it too. Hell yeah. Thanks so much. Someone who breathes gave me $1. I mean, $200, because I can't see it if it's not $200 at least. Actually, I misspoke. Did I say $200? I feel like I said that a bunch of times, and every time I meant 300. Sorry. Someone who breathes gave me $300. Thanks so much. Aku Mendieta says, hola papoi. I feel like that's a typo, but I can't say for sure. So, hola, thank you. So Taui says, hey, Will, because of you, I learned to love RARS T. I know that you meant rats, and I know that the TY is supposed to be a thank you, not just me. It's just a T, and I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know why I'm like that. Sorry about that. Thank you. Okay. Spider Dad 8276 says, about to go to a fairy function, but hi, fairy function? What are you talking about? My tour doesn't start for 2 weeks. All right. El Luigi Zard says, Guillermo Madera, Will Wood, I solemnly swear I'll go to your concert if/when you come to Mexico. Love from Mexico. I'm looking forward to hopefully being able to go down there sometime sooner than later. Thanks so much. Mr. Anthill gave me $300 to say, hey, man, your music is very important in my life. Please do not burn yourself out. I have a bigger chance to get more art from you if you still like making it. I really hope your life gets the happiness your art gives me. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. And thanks for the support as well. I got this, man. Thank you. Sad Nep to Sad says, do you like birds? If yes, what's your favorite bird? Also been crying over Tomcat disposables for the past month. To all of my peers. Thank you. Thank you. I do like birds. Birds are good. I like blue jays, even though I've heard they're mean. Thank you. Wom's Randomness YouTube says, Will, I highly appreciate your music. It sincerely helped me through my toughest times. Here's $3 to help from that $2 hurt. Thank you so much. Now it's like $1. I don't know how I saw that. I don't know how I saw this message, even though it's $3. It's $5. I'm confused now. You know, I don't know how I saw it because I'm only able to read messages that are at least $100. Did I say 300 earlier? I meant to say 100 because not because like super chats. I don't think they let you give more than $100 at a time actually. So if that's the case, then I should probably be telling people that it's going to cost $100 to have me see a message, and I can't see messages that are under $100. Japowder says, "Have you been to Iowa?" I have. I haven't played any shows there though. What a dick. What a weird way to respond. Thank you. The Dragon 100 says, "Will, popping in to let you know that you have inspired me and my fiance in our creative endeavors, and we appreciate you. My question for you, though, is how well did the cat adoptions go last tour? See you in Chicago." See you in Chicago. Thanks so much. The cat adoptions went well. They succeeded. My wife was able to find homes for, was it 6 cats, babe?
Yeah.
6 cats. That's even more than 5, which is more than 4, which is how many we have, which is too many cats to have. But it's also a pretty good number, too. None of them are around. Usually Ripley's at least like pissing somewhere in here, but nope. Roswell likes to lay on the piano. He likes to lay just like this on the piano, and then you come into the room and he screams at you. It's pretty gay. It's pretty great. I almost said it's pretty gay. It's kind of gay, too. Someone who breathes gave me $100. Wow, to say happy birth, Flair. Happy birth, Flair. Adder Mori says, "Your music kept my friend in this world. Thank you." Oh, Jesus Christ. Great time for the fucking thing to skip YouTube. Jesus Christ, that's a nightmare. Hey, hold on a second. I'm trying to find your message. Wow, this got buried real bad. Oh, no. Ah, shit. Okay. Your music had my friend in this world. Thank you for creating, continuing to create. I still have the comments you made back when I was a Patreon. Thank you so much. Best wishes to you and your friend. I'm glad you still have the comics. That's wild. I feel like very few people probably have those. I have a box of them somewhere in a storage unit. Maybe I'll like sell them someday. I don't know. The prescription is something that at this point I cringe at really hard because to me it reads like what it was, and that is like a 24-year-old who's never written anything before, just coming up with shit to try and keep up with a demand for prose that he doesn't understand why it's working. So like, you know. And then getting really weird and meta towards the end. But you know, it's still cool that people connect with the characters at least. And I hope to turn it into something real someday. Now and again, I tinker away at it and try and turn it into something that maybe someday is like a book. But yeah, thank you. Luigi, it's me, says hello from Peru. Hello to you too. Snake in his suit says, thank you for rescheduling the August 21st concert. Oh, yeah, you got it. No problem. Reschedule, for those of you who might be confused. It wasn't rescheduled. It was moved to a different venue. Just to be clear. If anybody had tickets to the show that was in Covington, Kentucky, it is now in Cincinnati. You might want to go check that out. Yeah, that's something I should be focusing on a little bit here. That did happen. In case you weren't aware or heard that the Covington, Kentucky venue closed, the Madison, that did close, but we worked it out. We moved it to Annie's Music Hall and it's Annie's Music Center in Cincinnati, which is like just right across the bridge. So go check that out. I think that you would just get a refund from the original. You should have gotten that already automatically. So yeah, thank you so much. Eli Stevens says, "Hey, Will, you're my favorite musician of all time, and I'll be seeing you in Chicago as my very first concert ever. Wishing you the best." Thanks so much. I'm excited. I figure now's maybe a good time to just like give like a quick little what's the word I'm looking for? Not a shout out. That's the wrong word. Oh, geez, what the fuck did I just do? I know that like there's like a lot of young people come to my concerts who haven't ever been to a show before and don't necessarily know what to expect. The Tapeworms shows are rock shows. When you see a Will Wood somewhere, it's not a rock show. It's a solo performance that's like stand-up comedy and storytelling and songs with solo thing. It's like a totally different vibe. It's usually in a seated theater. It's like a chill sort of thing where it's more about like watching like a theatrical performance than it is like going to a concert. Whereas the Tapeworms tours are very much rock concerts. So just letting you know what to expect in that regard in case you were at all confused, because I know some people have been. The Tapeworms shows, they get a little bit rowdy sometimes. And if you're not ready for that, they could catch you a little bit off guard if you haven't been to a rock concert like that before. It's not like it's the craziest. Sometimes it's like totally chill and not at all rowdy, but sometimes it gets a little bit wacky. So I'm just letting you know, if you're not at all ready to be tossed around a little bit or roughed up a little bit or get kicked in the head by a crowd surfer, don't go near the front. Just don't go near there. You can't have both. You can't have the front row experience and not get the front row experience. And so just letting you guys know, because if you try and do that, you're going to have a bad time. You got to go with the flow. If you're in the pit or whatever and somebody falls, pick them up. Don't let them just roll around on the ground. If you're near the front, put your fucking phone away, man. In general, put your phone away. It's like just not the vibe at these shows. We're very just like pro be here now and very anti, techno-fascist panopticon and all that shit. But, it's not like the phones aren't banned at Tapeworms shows. It's just everybody prefers it if they're not there. We discourage it. It's not banned or anything. At the solo shows, it's an obvious thing where it's like, yeah, you don't take your phone out in the theater. But like with the Tapeworm shows, we just encourage people to put them away. But if you're in the front, you hold your phone up in the air, you're being a jerk. You're being mean to people. I just need to emphasize that because I feel like people don't talk about that you're being rude and you're preventing the people behind you from having the experience that they really want to have and that they care about having. They don't want to see your phone screen. That's not what they're there for. And you're in the way, especially if you're like taller. Even short people, same deal. Don't do that. If you must film, if for whatever reason you gotta have a video of this concert, keep it down here or whatever. If you're in the front row, don't hold it up like that. I know you want to. I know some of you guys really want to. And for some of you, it's kind of important to you. I need to ask you to make that sacrifice for the sake of the people behind you. It's just the right thing to do. None of this is for you, Eli Stevens. I don't know you. I can assume, I think with relative fairness, that you would be a very, very considerate, conscientious participant in the concert experience, but I just wanted to take advantage of the subject matter to address those things. So, okay, I got to catch up some more. Echoing Music says, hi, Will, I've covered all your songs and I'm planning on revisiting Selfish for the anniversary. Any tip on production /vocal/gang vocal things? Thanks. Have fun on tour. Tips. I don't know. If you're doing gang vocals and you don't have a gang, make sure you're performing each vocal line a little bit differently and try some added slapback delay to give you the illusion of there being more people. And just like dubbing, obviously. So, yeah. But like try and perform it in different voices, even if it sounds silly. You're going to feel stupid while doing it, but it will end up sounding more like a gang of people, even if when you isolate the individual voices, which is sounding a bunch of Muppets. So, yeah. Alois Ricker says, I did an arrangement of Venetian Blind Man with my acapella group. Hope you don't hate acapella. I do like acapella music. What I don't like is like the really produced acapella music where everything's super vocally tuned. That stuff sounds like really, really gross to me. But like real acapella music, especially live, is fucking awesome. I would love to hear that. I hope I get a chance to hear it someday. Thank you so much. Assassin Firebird 8714 says, hey man, want to say your music means a lot to me as it's helped me through a lot. I await any future return to Dallas. Thank you so much. Ziphazawa says, hello, Will. I love your music and I also love drawing you. How do you feel about fan art? I think it's awesome. It's super cool that people find inspiration for their art in something that I do. That's really cool. And I think that stuff's awesome. So yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate the support. Nick's Music says, come to Edmonton, please. Weird Al came. Why can't you? Because Weird Al is Weird Al. He can do anything. That man can do fucking anything, man. I can't do shit. I don't even know where Edmonton is. It's the west coast of Canada-ish, right? Is it like northwest of here? I'm gonna guess. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm right. No, that's not how it works. I'm either wrong or I'm right. There's no maybe I'm right. What? That's not gonna change or anything. Anyway, thank you for the support. Irregular Event says your music has helped me greatly. Thank you so much. Louis says, hi, Will, my name's Clay. Okay, sorry about that. Clay, says, hi, Will, my name's Clay. I love your music so much. My friends and I hope to see you one day when you come back to St. Louis. I even own some hand-painted tapeworms jeans. We heart you, Will. Oh, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Cool jeans, man. Hell yeah. Thank you. Tazio says, hi, Will. My sister Tiziana and I are two big Argentinian fans. She introduced me to your amazing music, and today is her birthday. Could you please say happy birthday to her, and also that she's too bad at Pokemon? Love you. Love you, too. You are bad at Pokemon, but happy birthday. Thank you. Uvita says, hi, greetings from Mexico. Hello, greetings from the U.S. Echoing Music says, come to Reno, Nevada, please. Oh, I will. Maybe not to perform, but I will be there soon. Probably. Maybe? I don't know. I like Nevada a lot, though. I've been in Nevada twice in the last 6 months, and I'm going to be going back in a few months. I just love Nevada. It's great there. Not because of the prostitution laws being different there. Don't get any funny ideas. It's because of the weed. Anonymous account says, longtime fan, love your stuff. Please come to the UK. Weed's legal in New Jersey, too. That joke doesn't work. Boodly Bugs says, a fan from Arizona recently fostered 1-week-old kittens, and your music helped to desensitize them to new sounds as they got older. We love you. I didn't know you had to desensitize kittens. We didn't desensitize ours. No wonder they came out fucked up. I didn't know you had to desensitize kittens to new sounds. I do feel like my music might be a good way to do that, to really just fuck up a kitten's ability or sensitivity to music. You expose music, you expose kittens to Selfish, they're going to get some calluses on their ears. They're going to be ready to hear fucking anything. So yeah, good thinking. Thank you so much. The real Utsi the Iceman says, howdy, Will. I have a stereo next to my fish tank, and they get very active when listening to Black Box Warrior. Can't wait to see you in Cleveland. Can't wait to see you in Cleveland either, especially since you are a fascinating anthropological specimen. It's crazy that you're going to be there. I can't wait to shake your hand, if your hand can even be shaken. Do you still have hands? I don't know what condition you're in, but if you got hands, I'd love to shake it if it's shakeable. If not, totally understand. No problem. You're an ice mummy, whatever. Ignited Temmie says, can't wait to see you in Chicago. It'll be the perfect birthday present. Hope to see you. Hope you have fun on tour. Thank you so much. That's a really, really generous super chat, and I really, really appreciate it. And happy birthday. And hope you have fun too. Thank you so much. Ignited Temmie. Thank you. Oh, I can give you a little heart. Click. You got the heart. Wizard Rowie says, would you come to Ireland ever? Have you ever been non-musically? Loved Elu. Thank you for the brilliant music. Thank you so much. I'm glad you liked the game. We definitely would love to go to Ireland at some point, or I would, whatever, band or not, as long as we can make it work, I haven't been, no, but I'd love to. So yeah, thank you. It's Joey Custard wants to know if I ever listened to any ska. Would you ever do a ska? I could do a ska. Yeah, I would do a ska. I don't listen to much ska, but ska music's fun. Ska is a weird genre, especially because more than any other genre, when you say the word ska enough times, it sounds like not a word anymore. And that's more true with ska than any other genre name, right? Reggae still sounds like reggae. It still sounds like a thing. Ska does not sound like a thing. Steo Sam says, call me Show. Hi, Show. Hey, Will Wood, you should read Thomas Pynchon if you haven't. He's a total Uridite weirdo like you. Also, can you say I'm the best frog? I guess I already said that I'm the best frog. I don't know if I like that, because I don't really know what that means to you. And it could mean something fucking weird and mean, but I guess that's the risk I'll take. You paid good money for this. Sure, I'm the best frog. At least I don't have to say I'm the worst frog, because what it means to me is at least I can know I'm the best frog. I haven't read any Pynchon. No, I don't know what erudite means either. So I really hope that you didn't just say something fucking horrible. Did you just say something fucking mean and condescending and also tell me to say something humiliating? That would be crazy and worth a little bit more than €5. Thanks for the support. Sleepy Critter says, hi, Will. I really love your music and it's helped me through a lot. My favorite song is Willard, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Love from the UK. Thank you so much. Damien152 says, could you please say hi to Gemma? She's a big fan. Hi, Gemma. Cliff Timeshare says, come to my timeshare. That's awesome. Babe, somebody sent a super chat. They have a profile picture of my drawing of Cliff, and their username is Cliff Timeshare. And they sent the super chat saying, come to my timeshare. Nice. I love it. Coop Wirtz says, hi, Will. Remember to take care of yourself, okay? Shit. Fuck, I was going to do that earlier and I didn't. Ah, maybe tomorrow. Thanks. Boxface says, I ordered several of your CDs the other day. They will live with my broken Tom Waits CDs. Have more money. Thank you. I appreciate it. Don't break my CDs. Why'd you break the Tom Waits CDs? Can't let that happen. That's a bummer. Thank you. Lombrice is solid. I can't read the rest of your name. I'm sorry. But says, hi, Will. I make. Oh, okay. Hi, Will. I make. Stupid computer. Okay. I make covers of your songs, but in Spanish. I would love it if you could hear them and tell me what you think. I play and record all the instrumental. Cheers from Argentina. Love you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your generosity there, and I appreciate the support, and I would love to hear your music. I don't really know how maybe if you sent it to my booking agent. There's an agency contact somewhere on my website. I'm 90% sure. I really appreciate that. That's so cool. I would love to hear it. Thank you. Mylel says, hi, Will, love your music. Ever coming to Germany? Maybe someday. Fingers crossed. Schwindy Cat says, euthanasia got me through the passing of some very important rats. Thank you so much for sharing the music. Thank you. I really appreciate that. That is really great to hear. I wrote the song, I think, in part because when I was, mourning a pet rat, I was like, it sucks that there is no sad songs to listen to about dying rats. There's like a couple of sad country songs about Old Yeller, but there's nothing about, rats. I was like, all right, I'm going to do one for the rat owners. There aren't a lot of, look, pet death isn't exactly like the most boppable tune. It makes sense that, simple supply and demand, there's not going to be a lot of pet death music, but rats in particular, no one else had that, and no one else is ever going to write that. Wouldn't it be crazy if somebody else wrote a song about dead rats and it was way better than mine? That would fucking suck. Father John Misty put out a song about a dead mouse, and I was like, dog, someone tell this guy that there's cheese in the great beyond. And then I commented on a video of him performing it, and then somebody started just ripping me apart personally in an intensely negative, psychoanalytical way, where they were analyzing my personality and shit. And I just deleted my comment. I was like, I can't with these fucking people. It was crazy. It was the meanest thing anyone's ever said to me, but also completely delusional in the scariest fucking way. That's not true. That's not the scariest delusional thing anybody's ever said to me. I relatively recently got some really scary emails, but that's the way it goes. Hey, that's why they pay me the big bucks. I don't know why I did the Curtis Connor clap there, but folks, I get stalkers. All right. I am a rock says, hi, Will, your music is amazing and really helped me heal after the death of my grandpa. Please come back to Houston. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Sorry for your loss. Thank you so much. Caveman Koala says, much love from Turkey. I know it's pretty unlikely you would even consider visiting here, but that would be neat. Maybe someday. Hope so. Doomy Bat says, hi, Will. My name is Skylar, and I just wanted to say thank you for coming to both Oakland and San Francisco. Fan of 8 years. Your music means a lot to me. Thank you. I appreciate the support. Not Dead Ever says, Florida is hell. Feel free to stay away. P.S. Thanks for the show last year. Oh, thank you. Florida is hell. I don't plan on staying away, though, because I like Disney. I'm a Disney guy, unfortunately. I'm sorry, everyone. I don't know whether or not that's surprising based on my whole vibe, because I know I'm painfully millennial, but I don't know if I'm painfully Disney millennial. I don't know. I feel like I probably am. Yeah, I probably am. Oh, no. Yeah, no. Yeah. Oh, shit. Yeah, definitely. I'll be back to Florida sooner than I should be. Thanks so much. Cigarette Relapse says, hey, Will, love your stuff. Sorry if I was awkward and off-putting the time I met you. Hopefully you don't remember me. Don't worry. I fucking don't. Thanks for the support. I really appreciate it. It's really very generous of you. Little heart. Thank you. Bitbon 3000 says, do you play video games, Will Wood? I do. I've been on a Minecraft kick I've been on a Minecraft kick recently. Is that embarrassing? Is that something I shouldn't be admitting? I don't know, but I like it. It's kind of zen. Except for the first few hours of gameplay. That's fucking miserable. The first few hours of Minecraft are miserable. They're horrible. From there, it's just super like just fun, relaxed, occasionally kind of stressful for like little tiny bits, but for the most part, super chill. But that first like few hours of Minecraft is just like suicidal. I'm just like I don't know how anybody gets into the game. I don't know how I did. I don't know how I survived the first few like hour and a half, first few hours. Excuse me. Hold on. Also, nobody's going to believe me when I say this, but I am a world-class BioShock speedrunner. That is a true thing about me. You don't have to believe me. I don't care. I don't take any pride in it. I take so much pride in it. I haven't posted about it. I'm not about to post a video of it. It's just for me. I'm a world-class BioShock speedrunner. No glitchless playthrough, start to finish of the remastered version. I'm clocking in like an hour and 37. That's world class. I'm pretty sure it's 8th place in the world. There you go. So yeah, I do play video games, but only like 2 of them over and over again. I've obviously, clearly, I've played BioShock a lot. BioShock 2 as well, but I never speedrun that. I am not a speedrun guy. It's just the original BioShock remastered edition that I speedrun, and I'm apparently world class at it. But maybe low barrier to entry because not a lot of people are doing that. So, PP Poo Poo 7KK, fuck you. Why'd you make me say that? Says thank you for all the wonderful music throughout the years, and thank you for continuing. Thank you. I really appreciate the support. And you gave me $10. I'll say PP Poo Poo twice for $10. So you're very welcome, and thank you. JJ Brown 3066 says, I'm about to see my 3rd Will Wood show on August 29th, but I'm curious. The last show I went to, I gave you a painting I made of you, and I'm curious if you still have it. In the painting, your skin is purple/blue, LOL. I do still have that painting. Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I try my best to hold on to as many gifts as possible. Occasionally some things break because they're just like, they don't survive. Cause like, for instance, sometimes people will give me like plants and I'm like, oh no, I have to bring this on a bus. It's not going to survive. And it usually doesn't. There have just been a few times. One time somebody gave me an oil painting that hadn't fully dried yet, and so I couldn't bring it with me. But now it's hanging in that venue, so that's cool. At least, like, you know, it gets to still be there. And when I go back to that venue, it'll still be something. You know, that's fun. Yeah, I try my best to hold on to just about anything, especially the handmade things. Some things get lost, some things get broken in transit, but just about everything. And so, yeah, I do still have that painting. Thank you so much. Coda Sonata says, hi, Will. Excited for your Maryland show. You got me back into playing oboe, so that's pretty swag. Stay hydrated, brah. Thanks for the reminder. I was getting thirsty. I spilled a little. Jeez, that's so embarrassing. Am I back? Am I back? Yeah. Okay. Hey, did it seem like I got so embarrassed by spilling a little from my drink that I left the internet? That's so good. I should have doubled down. I should have let that be. Okay, I have to catch back up with the super chats again. Okay. Okay, cool. I got it. Ryan Kahabka says, hey, Will, hope you see this. I still cherish the wrapper of the Smarties you handed me outside before a Halloween show, not in a weird way, and I can't wait to see you at Human Zoo again in Cleveland. Thank you so much. I'm excited. I don't remember that. Sorry, I gave you a wrapper. Or did I probably gave you the candy, right? Because I was trying to give people candy. If I just gave you the wrapper, that was a weird thing to do, and I'm sorry about that. Thank you. Benny5222 says, hello, Will. Will you ever bring the tapeworms out to California? We'd love to see y'all there. Probably at some point. If not the tapeworms, then another rock band project at some point, which might be giving something away, but I don't know. No, maybe not. I really don't know, honestly. I'm super conflicted. I'm somebody who changes his mind constantly to like a really like problematic extent, like to a point where like it makes my life too hard and it makes it difficult to even be my friend. Like it's a thing. Anyway, Celestial says, hey, I missed chatting with you after the Branson show in Seattle. Would you ever come to Vancouver? It's scary down south. It sure fucking is. I'd love to come to Vancouver. No plans of it right now, but definitely hope to at some point. Thank you. Malware says, hey, Will, suffering through high fever in the depths of a hospital in Brazil, but you got to focus on what's important. So here I am. Love your music. Oh, thank you. That's so sweet. Get better soon. I hope you're okay. Fingers crossed for you. Fairly Odd Individual says, Will, what is your favorite / least favorite song to play live? Favorite, probably Laplace's Angel. I would say that's usually that's kind of overall the simplest answer. Least favorite, Guitar Solution. It sucks. It sucks. I can't do it. And I'm going to be doing it every night on this upcoming tour. And I don't know how I'm going to do it. And I'm probably going to sound like garbage. But that's true. That's it. Every night I'm going to be playing the fucking Guitar Solution. But I'll have fun with it. It's still fun in its own way. It's just like really difficult, you know? So anyway, Zosco says, hey, Will, who's your favorite French revolutionary? Oh, that's a really good question. Jacques Clouseau. I would say Clouseau. The famed inspector. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, he was a revolutionary in his own right. Hello, Mr. Wood. Wanted to ask if you've heard of Sarah and the Safe Word, because I keep seeing them open for bands that you've also opened with. Love your music. I have heard it. I toured with them with the Sarah Rose Project. Yeah, they're great. Yeah, thank you so much. Ray Op 7XC says, hi, Sydney here. Oh, hi, Sydney. Finally getting an idea of what's wrong with me, PTSD or BPD, and having hope to get appropriate help. Can you say something encouraging? Don't be crazy. Don't do it. If you're doing it, stop. I bet you'll be able to do that. I bet you could stop. I bet you could stop being crazy. You got this. I'm pretty confident you could stop being crazy. I feel like, a lot of people say you can't, crazy is crazy. You can't stop once you start. I don't believe it. I think crazy. I think you can stop. Good luck stopping being crazy. Thank you. Okay. I'm trying to keep up here. I'm really sorry if I'm doing a bad job. Kemigal says, hi, Will. I made a vocal cover of Suburbia Overture for fun, and my throat hurt for a month. I worry for your vocal cords. Yeah, that was yeah. I don't know how I did it. I was a little messed up for like a few days afterward, but I didn't sing for like a few days after. Like we took a break. But no, it didn't hurt for a month. That's not good. I think you might be doing something wrong. But also, I don't know if I was doing anything right. So, sorry. Thank you. Birdie Birder says, hi, Will. Me and my friend flew from Ohio to Tennessee to see your show in the caverns. It was amazing. We literally came out sobbing from happiness. Would you ever consider posting the recording? Yeah, I would consider it. But there's a couple of things. Is that one, I feel like it's kind of a Patreon thing. For those of you who don't know, I have a Patreon account. It's patreon.com/The Real Will Wood. And if you go on there, there's like a bajillion live videos. It's basically mostly live videos. And like some like sneak peeks and some other things. A podcast I do solo now. Only a few episodes so far, but like blog entries and a few other things. But mostly it's a focuses on live videos. It feels like a Patreon thing, but also at the same time, I'm not allowed to monetize it legally for it, I don't think. So I don't know how that works. But also at the same time, if I put it out for free, then everyone would see it. And I'm going to be honest with you. There's like one, I felt like, I'm looking back at that show, I'm like, yeah, no, it was not my best. It wasn't my tightest set. And also, there's some of the jokes in there, I know, like you might like them, and I love them, and that audience loved them. But, the internet, I don't know, man. I'm scared too, is what it comes down to. They're going to not like it. I would get in trouble for some of those jokes, at least among the more consistently online portion of the Will Wood fandom. They would hate it. They would hate me. They would want me dead. And so that makes me a little bit nervous about it. But maybe someday, I don't know. Maybe when I like grow a pair, maybe. I wasn't planning on doing that though. So maybe some point, I don't know. Let's see if I change my mind about nutting up. Irish Scarlet says, successful cat adoption here. Love from Houdini and Phoebe. Oh, hi guys. Hope you're doing well. Hope you all are doing well over there. Looking forward to hitting a few shows on the tour. Oh, looking forward to seeing you there. Thanks so much for saying hi and for taking the cats. I'm so glad that they're doing well. Fuck yeah. I hope that they're social and, being cuddly and all that. Thank you. Physics says, hey, Will, last donation got lost from the refresh, so more money to the pile. Anyways, do you have a favorite Smurf? Much love, Yoav, and maybe I can get a little hello to Atlas. Hello, Atlas. I can't say I have a favorite Smurf. I don't know the Smurfs. Sorry about that, but thank you so much, and thanks for the for the money for the pile. Silly Goose Lucky Duck 3060 says, Will Wood, your music has been getting me through high school and will continue to impact my life. Can't wait to be able to go to one of your shows in 2 years. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. You didn't have to send me any money. It's very sweet of you. Good luck with the rest of high school. That age you're at fucking sucks eggs. But luckily it's only temporary. You know, try to enjoy it because youth is wasted on the young. It really fucking is. So yeah, good luck out there, kiddo. Turtle Lover says, what's your favorite rat? Plus some advice. Jesus, are you coming at me real strong? My favorite rat? I was going to say Ben as a joke because the joke was going to be like, imagine if I knew like a random rat's name and you don't know this rat, but he's my favorite one. But no, there is a famous rat named Ben from a series of films. So let's go with Ben, even though I am more on Team Socrates than Team Ben. Some advice. Don't be crazy. There you go. Don't be crazy. Stop being crazy. Catherine Dempsey. Yo, what's up? Hi. Okay. Hey, how you doing? You could have emailed me, Kat. But hi, thank you. Kat says, yo, Will, I still think about the first time I ever saw you play with the tapeworms opening for Eric Peterson, rest in peace. And still one of my favorite shows I ever attended. Let's get lunch soon. Sorry for being so busy. You have nothing to apologize for. It's been so long. Yes, I would love that. Yeah. Send me an email, though. What are you doing? Sending me a super chat on YouTube. Get out of here. Good to hear from you. Yar Fall says, it's hard to form a message without seeming parasocial, but you have helped and inspired me so much. You inspired me to start learning piano and making music. Someday I'll be able to catch a concert. Hell yeah. Thanks so much. I appreciate the support and all that. I break legs out there with that piano. Just don't stop rocking. Thank you. Willow Millard says, hi, Will. Sorry I can't donate more. I'm a broke musician, LOL. Any advice for aspiring artists so that I can come back and donate more? Love your music. You don't have to donate anything. You don't have to be giving me money right now. None of you have to be giving me money right now. I just want to make something clear for the 2,400 people. 2,400 people, that's where the number is on this side of the screen. I'm poking it. The 2,500 people almost, it's what it's showing for me. That number goes all over the place. The other day I was doing a Patreon live stream and it was jumping back and forth between 99 and 150 people within a matter of seconds. So this thing is definitely inaccurate. But anyway, on this side of the screen, for me, it shows nearly 2,500 people. I'm just here to tell that right now, just really quick, for the 2,500 people or so tuned in, I did not come on here to make money. I really appreciate the money. And as long as you guys are sending me money, I kind of have to stay. I got a lot of things that I'm working on right now. I got a whole project I'm working on right now that is an expensive one. It is the most expensive project I've ever taken on. In Case I Make It was like a famously successful crowdfunding campaign, and I still had to pay for some of it out of pocket. So like, I'm paying for a record out of pocket right now. I'll just say that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm working on. And for all the promotional stuff and the videos and all that stuff, it's an expensive thing. So, and also I'm like looking for a house. I'm renting this place and I'm renting it from my family. Like I'm saving money right now. I'm trying to I'm just saying like, I got a lot of things that I need money for. So as long as you guys are sending me money, I am going to stay, but I didn't come on here to make money. I came on here to tell people about tour things. So you know what, really quick, for the 2,500 or so people who are on here, plenty of you people weren't here when I started. So I'm gonna really quick give you the rundown of what I actually came on here to do. And that was to let you guys know that Boston is sold out. Toronto has sold out. Cleveland has sold out. Chicago on the 19th is sold out. So we've opened up a show at the same place on the 18th. So check that out. Has sold out. So Chicago's sold out. T-Neck has sold out. And Grand Rapids and Sayreville are both getting pretty low on tickets. And some VIP passes were added to Grand Rapids, Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Silver Spring. That was basically the gist of it. Oh, I also wanted to say so few people bought tickets to the August 30th show at the Paramount Theater that it's like actually funny. I've talked about this a couple of times now, and just to circle back to it, it's driving me fucking bananas because I feel like there's something wrong with me because I should be like upset or bothered, but there's almost like a weird part of me that's like happy, but in like a sadistic way. I don't know. I'm not usually that kind of guy. Usually I mean, yeah, sometimes I get, no, I do have a history of like finding humor and making someone I'm talking to the punchline, or making the audience the punchline. Like I do have a little bit of a history of that. So I guess I kind of am like a little bit of like an asshole in that way. But like, I don't know, there's some part of me that's just like, it's like a mean, weird, rotten part of me that's just like, I don't know, taking a weird sort of sick pleasure in that. And that definitely is wrong. But also at the same time, it is genuinely gonna just kind of funny, just because like it's so few that it's gonna be like a little party, which is also kind of fun. And I guess the thing is that like between you and me, I get paid the same amount no matter how many people show up. So like really, it's just a matter of like what I would prefer. And honestly, I kind of like smaller shows better anyway. So anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I didn't come on here to. No, that's not what I was gonna say. I was going to say, oh, I haven't mentioned this yet, that after this tour being like kind of like a, you know, grand finale of tapewormsness, not that there's never going to be anything like it again. It's just that, you know, it's like a 10-year anniversary thing. We've had like the reunion sort of thing going. And, you know, I'm going to be putting out hopefully one last Will Wood and the Tapeworms release, putting out a live album from this 10-year tour before things just really start changing around here and the new stuff kind of takes over. So there's going to be hopefully a live album coming out sometime after the tour, hopefully before the end of the year. Also, once again, quick reminder, if you did get a VIP pass, you do need to give MasterPass your legal name that matches what's on your ID. Otherwise, you will get kicked out. I had a guy sign up for the VIP under the name Death, and he can't come because his name is Death. Like, you can't do that. I'm sorry. So anyway, I'm going to get back to the super chats and try and catch up. Huh. Kappa is here, says, hey, Will, learning piano and it's a pain with carpal tunnel. How do you improve piano posture? I don't know. I got bad piano posture and cubital tunnel syndrome. So like, I'm not the person to ask, unfortunately. I'm like kind of a faker. I'm like a little bit of a piano poser. So yeah, but thank you. The Normal album says, Love Me Normally has made me feel more understood than any clinician ever has. I don't know how to express appreciation, but here's $500. Thank you so much. It was actually $5. I don't want to make it seem like I'm like, anyway, the point is, thank you so much. No Name 283823 says, no, you're not. Is that a response to, what did I claim that well, that's over. Okay. Thank you. Jamie Juju says, so happy to see you streaming. Your stuff means so much to me. I'm wondering if there's a musician you would like to suggest to the audience. Thank you. Musician I would like to suggest to the audience. I feel like I'm going to do a bad job here because I got a bunch of people I want to suggest. And I feel like I'm going to feel really bad if I forget any of them. Human Zoo, obviously, I'm going to be with them on this upcoming run. Schaefer James, obviously, even though he and I aren't friends and we don't like each other, I still recommend his music to people because he's all right. Heard some people saying they were big fans of Waitress. I heard a song from them recently that just like blew my fucking mind, and I totally had it on loop for like a while. Stealing the Keys to the Time Machine, I think it's called. It's like fucking one of the biggest bangers I've ever heard. So go check that out. Yeah, those are the idea. Those are the ones. Oh, Man. You got to check out Man. If you like any of my shit, you'll like something by Man. They're fucking phenomenal. Been listening to them since I was like 15 or 16. They're fucking amazing. Some of you guys might really like some early Foxy Shazam. And some newer stuff too, possibly. But I know that there's like some stylistic overlap for some early Foxy Shazam and some of what I do. So yeah, cool. Thank you. Tunier865 says, hey, Will, I honestly found your music because of the Out of the Ink Machine remixes, which is a weird fact to share, but I absolutely love your music. Can you say hi to my best friend, Angel? Hi, Angel. Is that oddly oddity thing? Do you, can I say, babe, can I get a little advice really quick? Is it brave or foolhardy to say something about oddly oddity right now? I feel like even saying that was one or the other. All right, next one. Jennifer Townsend 5666 says, please come to Alabama. Also, if you came, would it be 18 plus? Considering there's only like 5 fans here. Also, I'm seeing Weird Al soon. Probably 18 plus, probably. Usually my stuff is 18 plus. Sorry about that. But by the time I'm there, you might be 18. I don't know how old you are, but yeah, sorry about that. Also, I feel like I just like severely implied something super negative about someone else's stuff, and I did not mean to. I'm realizing that came out totally fucking wrong, and I made it seem like there's a creator who I have some dirt on or something. I do not, and that is not my thing. That the fucking that the oddly oddity thing is fucking amazing, and it was a thing that I was talking. So that's the problem, is you don't know my fucking inside jokes from my own fucking household, so I don't know why you don't bring those up. Here's a word of advice to you guys: don't bring up an inside joke from your own household into the world and just assume that it's okay, that people aren't going to draw conclusions about it based on limited information. It's you're not in on the joke, and if I make it seem like there's no bad vibes with anyone. I promise. Sorry. Fellas, you ever accidentally make a mortal enemy with a total stranger because you forgot that inside jokes are for inside? Okay, Ibuprofen says, please help. I've been trapped in your clock for the past 3 months. I don't know how much longer I can handle drinking my own pee. Skill issue. Wom's Randomness says, Will, how come Weird Al made an appearance in My Little Pony and you didn't? You should have been there too. Shit. Fuck. Oh man, this is trouble. This is real trouble. I don't know how to respond to that. Because I feel like if I say how I feel about My Little Pony, Al is going to be catching shrapnel, and that's not fair to him. Well, I think it's too late. I think I just did that. I think I just did it. I think, man, I shouldn't be trusted with a mouth and vocal cords and a diaphragm or lungs, the capacity for speech, and just the verbal centers of the brain. What other tools are involved in speaking? Teeth? Tongue? Jaw? This joint that clicks? Shouldn't have any of them. Can't be trusted. Olive Animate says, hey, Will, I'm so excited to see you in Chicago. I was wondering what your opinion on South Park is. Also, my cats love your music. You inspire me. Back at you. I think I have the same opinion on South Park that like most 33-year-olds do, which is that like, yeah, it's fine. It's classic. It's funny. It's sometimes they're really good. Sometimes they're a big miss. I feel like I haven't watched much South Park in the past few years and haven't really enjoyed that much of what they've done. But all of the Trump stuff was pretty good. That was pretty good stuff. I got to say, when they had him be Saddam Hussein, that was awesome. There was a lot of other stuff in that season I didn't care for. And, you know, my politics and their politics don't always line up. But, like, that one was pretty good. Anyway, all right. Silly Spinning Rat says, hi, Will. My name's Liam. Hi, Liam. I absolutely love and adore In Case I Make It, and it has me feel less alone. I saw you live last year, and it was phenomenal. Wish I could send more money, but I'm broke. You didn't have to send me any money. Thank you so much. Nemanized says, my skin is withered with maggots. You're going to give me $10 to tell me about your skin? Call an ambulance. What are you doing? That $10 is going to have to pay for your medical bills. Don't waste that on me. I didn't need to know about the maggots in your skin. What are you doing? This is highly irresponsible of you. People care about you. They're relying on you. Take care of your health. Don't spend that money on me. I don't know you, and I can't help you with the maggots in your skin. Dr. Limbo Prime gave me $5. Thanks, Dr. Limbo Prime. Louis Day I8G says, Will, have you considered Eurovision or something alike? I've been a fan for around a year now, and your music is why I understand people who go to concerts. Well, thank you so much. I don't understand why people go to concerts personally. I haven't ever considered Eurovision. I think you have to be European for that. I could be wrong. I haven't. I don't think that my stuff is very contest worthy. I don't know. I don't get it. I feel like I know how to do things like that. I'm just not a competitive guy, I don't think. I don't know. Thank you, though. T-Bone Angus 8480 says, "Hi, Will. I was listening to In Case I Die the other day, and I noticed that Sex, Drugs, Rock and Roll doesn't have a live version. Curious as to why it's not there. I probably couldn't find a take I liked enough. I don't know. Maybe because it wasn't on a real piano, and I felt weird about that. I really don't know. That whole tour, almost all of it, was not on a real piano. Yeah, it must be that I just didn't find a take I liked well enough. Thank you." Starchasm3133 says, "Thank you for the music, Will. What's your favorite Mr. Bungle album?" That's hard to choose. Probably gotta be California, right? I mean, that's probably basic, but it's probably gotta be. I mean, you have a limited number of options. I think it kind of like just, I love Disco Volante, don't get me wrong, but if I had to pick only one to listen to, it'd probably be California. Even though Mamishka Moskwas is like one of my favorite pieces of music ever written. Chemical Marriage is up there too. But yeah, probably California. Thank you. Bedhead says, "Would you ever come to Boise? The Ducks Club's pretty cool. Also love your music. I'm 90% sure you changed my brain chemistry." I probably do. I have that effect on people, especially when I sneak into their room at night with antidepressants. That's probably what happened. If I change your brain chemistry, it's probably more of the breaking and entering and drugging than I do with people. That is so much darker than I intended the joke to be. Damn it. Fuck. Thanks, Bedhead. Felix Jones 2478 says, "Hey, Unc. All right. Okay. Fine. When you were at the VIP in Denver last year, you mentioned Mr. Bungle. What's your favorite album / song?" Fuck, someone else just beat you to it, but I guess I'm going to tell you as well. Also, probably California. Favorite song? Well, I think I already answered that one too. It's not on California. Mishka Moskwas. Squaz. I don't know how it's pronounced. Thank you. Modernity Done Wrong says, "Hi, Will. I love your music and recently bought the Suburbia Overture hoodie. I was wondering, have you ever read my favorite book, Don Quixote? If so, what did you think?" I haven't read that one, and I feel like I would love it. I'm fairly certain I would. So I'll take that as another point towards picking that one up. Thank you. Tisbea said, "Would you ever voice act if given the opportunity?" Yeah, for sure. Nobody's ever given me the opportunity, but I totally would. Yeah, thank you. Splagebi says, "Hey, Will, I'm a huge fan of your music. Helped me discover myself and be more comfortable in my own skin. I finally am old enough to come to your shows, and I'm super excited for the one I'm going to." Thanks so much. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the support and the kind words. All that is you. That's all you, babe. Thank you. Jade Stern says, "Will, do you or have you watched any VTubers? There's one who's done a good cover of I Me Myself." I don't, and I haven't. I don't know what that is. Is it, for all I know, VTubing is what I'm doing right now. I don't know things. I'm sorry. I don't really know the internet very well. I know it better than some people, but not most people. Yeah, I'm not sure. Is VTube something on here? Don't answer. I'm not going to be able to find your answer, and I'm just out of touch. I'm sorry. Okay. Still catching up, guys. Hi, Will. I'm from Brazil, and I knew your work recently. You don't have many fans around here. I love your songs. Come to Brazil, I beg you. Well, thanks so much, Sophia. See, that runs contrary to what the last person from Brazil said. So it looks like Brazil, you got to get your shit together, Brazilians. This is going to be a running thing for me, is pretending to have beef with the nation of Brazil. I don't. I will someday, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Wham's Randomness says, "You should play Rain World. Trust." Thanks for the rec. I appreciate it. Alex Lelpaca says, "It is good you are alive. Have money." I agree. And yes, thank you. Wizard Rowie says, "Sing at Temple Bar if you come to Ireland." It said Wizardry. It said, oh, fuck, I lost it again. Shit. I lost my place again. I'm sorry. I'm going to try and find. Okay. Wait. Okay. Hey, Will, when's the Fortnite collab? Probably not too soon, unfortunately. Will Wood, I love you. I dedicate my Spotify to you. You're the freaking best. I'm so shocked right now. Sorry. Hey, no problem. I don't know what's shocking you. I hope everything's okay. Don't be scared. It's on a screen. It can't hurt you. See? You're safe. Don't worry. Try Apple Music. They pay a lot more. Spotify's giving all my money to AI. That sounds so unappreciative. That's not. Thank you so much. Wow, who is that? The person who just spoke like that to you? Me. It's me, and I don't like that, and it has to change. And I'm gonna write that down in my journal tonight. Fucking spot check. Texan says, "Thanks for being alive, Heart. Hope I can see your show one day. Thank you for being alive. You gave me money. How could I not? See what I mean? What is wrong with me?" Spot check. Oblivion's Paradox 9322 says, "Been to 3 concerts at Barricade. I gave you the long Furby. I hope you're doing better than that thing is. I miss seeing you live." You know, that thing is doing fine, though. It's taking up space in my fucking storage unit. I told you guys that I keep everything that I can, and I kept that piece of fucking shit. That was wrong of me. I don't mean it that way. I'm grateful for the gift, and I'm sorry. Please take this from me. Spot check. Okay. Vox Manica says, "Are you still planning on turning the prescription into a novel? I love the characters and the writing style. Stay whimsical." Sorry, I'm really thirsty right now. I remember you. I listened to your CD. You were awesome. Yeah, maybe someday. That would be pretty cool. Good to hear from you. Hope you're doing well. Verte 1904 says, "I love Laplace's Angel. Thank you so much." Hi, Will. I'm here to say I didn't listen to the moral of Front Street, and Binghamton frat boys are evil incarnate. Shit. Fuck. Oof. Oh, I don't know what the appropriate emotional response to that is, because it depends on how serious you're being. Jesus Christ. Or like what you're implying. Fuck. Yeah, are they still bad? They're still like that? Jesus fucking Christ. Yikes. I'm sorry. Skittles the Alien says, "Can you come to Vegas? I'd love to see you perform." I went to Vegas a few years ago. They put me in a little room at the Virgin Hotel and Casino, and they tried to give away free tickets, and they couldn't get people to come. There was like 80 people in like a 400 cap room. It was really funny. And they were really nice. They were like really nice there. And they paid well considering everything. But yeah, I would like to play in Las Vegas. My dream is to do Las Vegas next summer. One, because I want to die in the heat of the desert, but more so because it just feels like the right vibe. And you'll see why some other time. Son of Brand says, "I love you, Will. My name is Branson, and I bought your Slouching Towards Branson film on Patreon. Love me normally, saved my life. Thank you for your amazing music, bro." Oh, good to... Yeah, thank you, Branson. I appreciate it. Ray Flea says, "Love from Australia. Here's some money from my wage." Thank you. FPD Dice says, "Can you say happy birthday, Zappa? He loves you." Happy birthday, Zappa. Wist says, "Hi, Will. Me and my partner love your work. Super inspirational and fun brain food for us as artists. Please come back to San Antonio sometime." Thanks, Wist. I definitely will. I especially love that venue. I would love to play that venue again. Thank you. Boozed Up Bastard says, "Hey, favorite Bioshock character? Go. Mine's Cohen." That's tough. Nobody comes into my swampy carrying the heat. That guy. I like him. You should never see me playing Bioshock, because I just talk along to the whole thing because I've just memorized basically like half the script at this point, and it's not good. It's like really a problem. And when I play it for the speed run, I play it in French, which makes it even more annoying to sit through. Because like fucking Andrew Ryan will be like, "Maman, Andrew Ryan, l'esclave obéit," and I'll be like talking along with it, and it's in my language, which I forgot the name of for a second, which is not good. For those of you who tuned in since I said this, I play a lot of Bioshock. Technically, I'm a world-class Bioshock speedrunner. Technically, and that's my claim to fame. You think it's for playing songs, but no. I have a song on Spotify with 100 million streams, and that's nothing to me. But beating Bioshock in an hour and 38 minutes, That's something. Now that's achievement. Bubbly Claw just says, hey, Will, I'm Max. My partner, Soren, and I have been fans for a long time. You made my fave movie, Willard. Can you say hi to me, Max and Soren? Hi, Max. Hi, Soren. Thank you. Kiwi Jam says, Wonky Bill. So true. I get it, man. Thank you. White Gloom says, hello, Will. I love your music so much. Hey, thank you so much. Cooper VR17 says, Will, you are the best. I love you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Everybody's being so nice. You don't have to just give me money to compliment me. That's insane. You have any idea what that's going to do to my psyche? My ego's already out of control. Spot check. All right. Splagebby says, hey, Will, your music helped me explore myself and be more comfortable in my own skin. So thank you so much. I'm super excited for the Cleveland show and can't wait. Also, will you be playing any songs of Everything Is a Lot? Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hey, that's all you, my guy. And yes, we'll be playing songs off Everything's a Lot, including some ones we don't usually play. So cool. See you there. Alphabetical Maybe says, hi, Will. Big fan of your songs. Recently, a much bigger fan. Shout out, Felix. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing well, too. Electronic says, hey, Will, any advice for someone trying to start writing music? I'm paying because I want to and love your work. Thank you for 3 of my all-time favorite albums. Yeah, but ask yourself why you want to. Don't do this to yourself. You don't have to. Neither of us have to be here. You don't have to give me money, and I don't have to be doing this unless you're giving me money. So if you stop giving me money, I won't have to be here. And if I don't have to be here, there's no pressure for you to give me any money. Does that make any sense? If not, that's fine. I think there's a gas leak in my house. I'm having trouble keeping my thoughts straight. I think I'm just tired. I need to stop with the drama here, though. Okay, I got to calm down and just kind of just like be fucking chill for a second. Just show some appreciation for just the fucking way people are just being so nice to you. For God's sake, Will. Spot check. Hey again, says Doomy Bat. I'm excited to see you in Boston. For San Francisco, I painted my face like the Selfish album. For this next show, what album should I do? Or Selfish again? Also, any spots you'd recommend in New Jersey? Spots I'd recommend in New Jersey. Jenkinson's Arcade in Point Pleasant Beach. And I'm pretty sure it's from 10 to 2 is when you want to go, because that's when things are cheaper. Play the Spider-Man coin pusher. The Spider-Man coin pusher is great. It speaks in broken English for no discernible reason. Why does it speak in broken English? It doesn't have an accent, so I don't think it's because English is the voice actor's second language. And even if it were, it's got to be Marvel licensed. Do you think somebody would look at it before they ship it out, and they wouldn't have it say things like "now coming a small ball" and stuff like that? Like you can't. Like how did that happen? When you get the jackpot, it says it's final round. It's great day for you. Like it doesn't, and it's in a Spider-Man voice. So like a Spider-Man voice speaks perfectly enunciated, but completely broken English. And I can't even fathom how, let alone why, how. Anyway, Just Coffee says, hey, Will, coming up to a show soon. Would you have any inspiration for how to dress for the show? I can't wait to hear it live. Do you feel the crowd singing along encouraged, or is it more so unavoidable? For the record. Well, first of all, thank you so much. Second, to answer your question, is it encouraged or unavoidable? I think really it depends on my mood. So I think it's just a matter of you doing whatever you want to do, right? Some songs I really need help with. Some songs, it's a lot easier for me to sing when people aren't singing along. Some songs, it's a lot more fun when people are singing along. So, you know, I don't know. Don't put anything on the record. It's just do whatever. Would I have any inspiration for how to dress for the show? I'll tell you how not to dress. Some people, you gotta just put them away. You know, you just gotta put them away. And look, I'm not trying to body shame or anything like that. You do you, but just if you're gonna be, just put them away. You don't have to have those out. You don't have to have them out. I'm not talking them can mean anything because they've all been out. All of the things that I could be referring to with them, they've all been out. Put them away. They don't have to be out. It's okay. It's not, you know, I'm just, this is my personal preference, you know, no, that's no judgment. Put them away, man. That's fucking gross. I don't need to see that. Just put them away. Louverly says, hi, Will, I'm back. I think my previous message might have gotten lost, but I'm not too sure. I love supporting you. I'm also a Patreon subscriber, LOL. Is there any way you could say hi to my friend Wasim/Karma? They love your music. Thanks, bro. Hi, Wasim. Hi, Karma. I'm so sorry if I missed your other message. You've got a little crown with a number 2 on it. That's crazy. Thank you so much. Wow. You're getting a little heart. That's super generous of you. You do not need to be giving me money like that. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Sodart says, how much money for you to say 6'7" and instantly destroy your career? Would that actually hurt my career, just saying the number 6 and the number 7? Because, like, I say that a lot. I say 6'7" a lot. I say 6'7" constantly. Sometimes it's just in reference to things that may come in the number 6 or 7, and I don't really know what to specify, so I just say 6'7". In that case, generally speaking, step 6 and 7 come hand in hand. So there's a lot of 6, 7 in that context. Like, I don't know what to tell you, man. I hope it's not going to end my career, because I've said it a bunch, and I say it a lot in my personal life, and I just said it a lot on the stream. I don't know. I guess I'm kind of, there's part of me that's like, you're saying it's going to end my career, and there's a little voice in my head that's just going, promise. So I don't know what that's about. That's another thing that maybe I should be asking myself why. There's too many resentments building up in my head that maybe you're just leading me to think such toxic thoughts. Spot check. Hey, Will, I was at your Philly Halloween weekend show, and it was amazing. Do you have any plans to come back to the Philly/South New Jersey area? I'd love to see you live again, but can't afford to go up north. Thank you. Hey, it's Lee. I don't have any plans for it right now, but Sayreville is not too far from you. Sayreville, I think, is like within like an hour or so. I could be wrong, but maybe-ish. I don't know. Possibly. Yeah, Sayreville. I don't know. It could be wrong. Thank you. Gjiv E5Z says, hi, Will, my name is Gala. Hi, Gala. Your music has helped me a lot. Please come to Peru. I promise we will not kill you. I'll protect you. The food is great too. There is no quicker way to make somebody think that they're going to get murdered in Peru than telling them, come to Peru. We won't kill you. I'll protect you. I'm not coming to Peru. And only because he sent that, I was going to come to Peru. In fact, I had the flight already booked. And now I'm not going because you scared me. Fucking Peruvians. No, I can't. That's not, I'm sorry. I'm in weird rare form today. You know what? I'm not in rare form. This form should be rarer. This form is too common. I did it about Brazilians earlier, and I did it about Peruvians, and it sounds racist at this point. And I'm sorry. I'm not racist. I have nothing but respect for the Peruvian and Brazilian communities and just everyone in South America. Frankly, you guys are great. I've never met a Peruvian I didn't love. I've never met anybody from Peru, but if I ever did, I'm sure I'd love you. I'm scared now. I feel like this live stream is going to be one I remember. You don't want to remember live streams. That's never a good sign. It's going to be consequences. Well, 6, 7. Okay, Airhead Loser says, hey, Will, I just want to ask what your favorite pizza is. I'm making some. And thanks for being a public figure and putting yourself out there. You're fucking welcome, man. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. One Aphrodite 1 says, hi, Will, I'm Lacey. I love your music. And could you come to PA someday? Of course. I'll be there probably soonish. I don't know. Maybe. Thank you. Irish Scarlet says the cats are doing very well. They stand on my throat and claw my eye mask off to wake me up in the morning, so I'd say they've been successfully socialized into the terrible goblins house cats are. That's so great to hear. Thank you so much for letting me know. Yeah, these guys are crazy. And for those of you who aren't aware, Irish Scarlet adopted some cats from me and my wife, and we got some from the same batch, and I think they're pretty goblin-y. I feel like Dr. Jr. is probably related to Houdini. He's got similar Houdini vibes because he's also huge. Houdini's pretty big, right? I feel like Houdini was big then. Maybe Houdini didn't end up being that big at this point. But Dr. Jr. is huge and looks very similar. And he's not as crazy and all over the place as Houdini seemed to me. But I know that some of these guys pretty wacky. Kiwi Jam says, can you say hi to my friend Wonky Bill? Hi, Wonky Bill. Flores Sim says, hi, Mr. Wood. I made a 40-inch tape wearing plush, and I'd love to bring it to one of your concerts someday. Fuck yeah, do it. I won't stop you. Security might if it's that big. I don't know. Is 40 inches big for a tapeworm? No, I feel like it's pretty standard size for a tapeworm. You could probably get away with bringing that in. Sad Chris says, hey, Will, my back fucking hurts. Can you fix it? Want to get lunch sometime? um, I can't fix it because I'm in PT myself. My back is fucking garbage. I have the back of a man twice my age. Second, yeah, sure. If you're buying, I'm hungry. Pookers Dukers says, there's a Will Wood shaped hole in my Will Wood shaped heart. Sounds like you don't have too much left, but you gave me some money for no reason other than the kindness of your soul. So there must be some heart left. So, don't get down on yourself. Thanks. Even Steven says, I appreciate you and your music a butt ton. Has there been a movie or show that's inspired you? I mean, plenty, right? We all get stuff from the media we consume. But recently, I really enjoyed Dream Scenario. I think that's what it was called, where Nicolas Cage plays a guy who starts just randomly showing up in people's dreams. It was pretty good. Pretty good. Kind of like, I don't know, the morality in it was really interesting. I really appreciated it. I keep thinking in my brain, for whatever reason, when I think about that movie, though, it keeps putting Brett Gelman in Nicolas Cage's role, which I feel like makes sense. If you've seen Dream Scenario, you might think to yourself, oh yeah, that is a Brett Gelman character, kind of, isn't he? Except the thing about him becoming scary, becoming a nightmare, Brett Gelman would be a nightmare right away. Brett Gelman's a nightmare. I don't know why. He's just some guy. He just does such a good job with the roles he plays, and he's always cast as a lecherous guy. So anyway, yeah, thank you. Silly Spinning Rat says, my friend said your house looks like a grandma house, especially the grandma lamp. Love the decorations, though. Thanks. This is my grandma lamp. I feel like I got a lot more skeletons than your grandma has in her house, though. I'm like a skeleton grandma. I'm like a grandma who likes skeletons. A grandma who's a little bit too in touch with her mortality. You know what I mean? I feel like, I don't know, if I were really old, I would probably start getting rid of some of these skeletons. I'd be like, I don't need that. I'll be one of those real soon, and I don't need them around. And so, I feel like the skeleton thing isn't very grandma-y, but I don't know. The Crumpet says, hi, Will. Big fan of your music and inspired by your performances. Please could you say hi to my friend Stella as thanks for introducing me to you? Thanks, and hope to see you in the UK one day. Thanks, Stella. Nebula's Curse says, Chani Jash? Yeah. Cool. Sodart says, you're not a brony? No. Mintez Bakery says, I got properly medicated after 10 years and your cheese album hits different now. It was good, but now it's extra good. Love your stuff, old and new. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Good luck with everything. Murph Wow says, Will Wood from Will Wood. Thank you for create. Will Marcia, thank you for the dialectics and Tomcat disposables. I love them especially, and it inspires me. Thank you so much. Six Lucas Official says, wish I could give you more, but I'm food bank kind of broke. LOL. Just wanted to say you inspired me to make music myself, and having found my passion, I am just so grateful. Two Cheese Moon, I apologize. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Vacdev says, do a cover of Mind Electric, coward. No, I think I might be too scared. Ray Ops says, hi, Will. Just had my last exam and waiting for a space at the mental health clinic. Scary time in my life. Can you say you believe in me and that I rule? I believe in you believe in me and I rule. No, I believe in you and you rule. You got this. Stop being crazy. Jen Asagari says, I've been listening to your music for years. It's my favorite thing. Wish I wasn't a minor so I could go to one of your shows. Fun fact, me and a friend make a parody duo of your music called Won't Plastic. Good luck with your parody duo. And hey, somewhere down the line, Heaven, My Veins Ache says, are you a chemical reaction because you're done relaxing or you're done relaxing because of your chemical reaction? That's a good question, and a question we all have to ask ourselves sometimes. I'm going to have to think about that. Spot check. Thank you. Kat Zalov says, hi, Will. Love your music so much. You are my inspiration for learning piano. Quick question. If you ever come to Latin America, would you come to Colombia? Okay, here we go. Here's the big test, right? Here's the big test. Am I going to fuck up again? Have I been presented with another request from a South or Central American nation asking me to come to the show? Am I going to come to a show? Am I going to be rude this time? Am I going to be rude in a way that makes it seem like I harbor prejudice towards people from that area? Am I gonna say something racist is really the question, and that sucks. Nobody should ever be asking that question about you. I've got myself in a bad position here. The answer is yeah, I'd love to at some point. I'm gonna stop the. I have to reel in that vibe, that like weird, like let's just go crazy today vibe, because it's getting rude, and there's too many things that could be taken out of context. Yeah, I would totally, if we could make it happen, for sure. I don't know if I don't know, because I just don't know, because it's like, so getting a band to another country is a huge thing. Getting even me to another country is a huge enough thing, and sometimes that's all I can do. So what kind of show I can bring you and where is going to be based on a lot of different variables that are really hard to predict, especially as far away in advance as I think future tours are going to be after this current tour. But we'll see, and I would absolutely love to. I'm going to take a quick peek at the main chat to make sure I'm not getting canceled right now. Okay, people are mostly just pretty happy. There's a lot of good vibes here, a lot of nice things, a lot of hellos, a lot of, I don't know what that word means, and I'm not going to say it because I'm afraid it means something. And nobody seems to be mad at me for the weird vibe. So I'm going to go back to the super chats now. Thanks, guys. Oh, fuck, I lost my place now, though. Hold on. Oh, geez. Whew. Guys, I'm going to have to leave soon. I can't keep up. Thank you so much. Isurpe says, hi, Will, love your music. Have you ever been to the Bone Museum in Brooklyn? Is that the Motor Museum? I forget. Or is that in Philadelphia? I don't know if I have. Sounds like a thing I should check out. Bone Museum. Thanks for the rec. Kat Dempsey, hello again. LMFA, I'm almost certain I heard the sound of you getting an email about my ticket purchase for the Sterling Ballroom show. Anyway, yes, I will email you. I promise. Okay, maybe we can get lunch for the show. Okay, see you then. Cool, awesome. Thank you so much. It's good to hear from you. Raven Darks, thank you so much. A.B. Nauer Mule says, Will Wood, what? And I say, thank you. Bump Jammy says, here's some money in order to further our parasocial relations. Hey, that works. Thanks. Royal Pigeon 5125 says, hey, Will, just want to say I love your music. I wish I could catch your show in Chicago, but I'm recovering from double jaw surgery right now, and I'm starting college soon, so here's some money instead, I guess. Yikes. I'm sorry to hear about that. Well, thank you so much, and good luck with your recovery, and best of luck in college. You got this. Don't be crazy. The Big Sad Cat says, hello, Will. My friend introduced me to your music a bit ago, and it's already changed my life. For the sake of my friend group, can you say hobby doobie? Well, there you go. I said it. I hope it's not something like offensive or something. Not that apparently fucking matters to me anymore. Why Black Hole said the word. You said the word that I saw in the chats, and I don't trust. I don't know what it means, so I'm not going to say it. And then it'll be my girlfriend's birthday in about 10 months. Do you mind wishing B last Namington a happy birthday? Happy birthday, B. Earthbound Spirit says, hi, Will. Sorry, I'm falling apart. My throat hurts. My mouth is dry. I'm trying to respond to everybody. I'm losing steam. You guys keep being really generous, and I don't want to let you down. And I also can't afford to. We got this. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep this going. We're gonna keep this going. Hey, babe. Babe. Can you grab me some coffee? Coffee, maybe also some water. Yeah. Thanks, babe. I know I've been at this for 2 hours, and I'm going to try and stop soon, but they're being really generous, and yeah. Anyway, hi, Will. Sorry if this is weird, but I recently came out to my parents about my gender identity. Can you say, hi, August, you're a cool guy? Hi, August, you're a cool guy. Artistic Brainwash says, hi, Will. My friends and I have an inside joke. We say, Wood? Will Wood? When we see anything that says Wood. By the way, I love Venetian Blind Man. Hell yeah. Thank you so much. King Aiden says, hey, Will, can't wait to see you in Grand Rapids. Will you be doing custom signings if we're VIP? It's my first show, so I'm very excited. I can't guarantee that we'll be able to make time for that. I can't guarantee it. I'd like to, but I don't know for sure if I will. Your stuff will be signed, though. So you'll at least get something that was signed for me earlier that day. And it will be earlier that day. It won't be like 2 months in advance, which I feel like makes something of a difference, right? Because like, I don't know if something's signed like a year in advance and just sitting in a warehouse, it doesn't feel like I got an autograph from the person, but I'm backstage doing the signings, or even actually at the merch table doing the signings now and again. So like, yeah, at least that. So we'll see. Maybe. Hope so. Thank you. Void as a person says, "Hey Will, thank you so much for making music. Me and my best friend Mango really appreciate you. Best on to you on all your future endeavors. What is your favorite bug, by the way? Favorite bug? I like cicadas. I like stink bugs. I've forgiven them. We had a falling out for a while, but I've forgiven stink bugs. Stink bugs are cool. I don't know. Dobson flies are scary. That's my answer for now. It might change in the future. Thank you. Abigail, your music helped me through my worst times. Please live forever. You'll always be one of my top favorite artists, and you look majestical. Thank you so much. Pligoros says, greetings from Sweden, William. I and my friend are currently watching you, not in a creepy way. Trust. Anyway, love the music. That was fun. Goodbye. What do you mean? I knew you were watching me. And now that you said that you're doing it and, quote, not in a creepy way, I feel like it probably is in a creepy way. I wouldn't have guessed it was creepy until you said that it wasn't. This is like that Peruvian who threatens me. Okay. All right. Alana Diamond Pearl says, recently went to the catacombs of Paris and listened to Skeleton Appreciation Day and Memento Mori there. It definitely added to the experience. Love your music, and I'm excited to see you in Toronto. Thank you so much. Please say hi to my grandson, David. He introduced me to your music, and I am now a fan. You got it. Hi, David. Your grandparent is a fan. I was going to say, like, loves you or something, but I actually don't know for sure. So I didn't want to speak for them. I don't know. Maybe grandpa's an asshole. Maybe the kid's an asshole and grandpa's right. I don't fucking know. Hold on, I have two beverages. Two different ones. They serve different purposes. They're utilitarian beverages. If you ever feel like maybe you ran into me at a restaurant or something, check to see if I have multiple beverages in front of me. If I don't, it's not me. There's going to be coffee, a soda, and water. And if I don't have all three, then it's not me. Because different beverages have different purposes. Water's for hydration and for wetting the whistle. Soda is just for fun. Coffee is for energy. It makes sense to me. But everybody's just like, you got too many beverages. And I'm just like, you don't have enough. How do you get things done like that? How do you live with only one beverage at a time? Hey, I don't know how to pronounce that. Won't be here when you get to this because it's late, but wanted to say I love your music. Hope one day you can come perform in the UK so I can see you live. Thanks so much. I guess I don't need to thank you because you can't hear it. It's weird, right? What do I do? I mean, I thank you, but it sucks that you're not going to hear it. Thank you. Frilled Mayfly Amberly says, I absolutely love your work and it got me through the darkest time. Anywho, if you ever need a 2-day animator, I can do that. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate the support, the kind words, and the offer. That is all you, my friend. Murph Wow says, and it's really curious to me how no album from yours is bad or average. You're the first artist that causes that in me. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. It's very kind of you. Am Goose Hong Kong 34 says, hello, part 2. Me and my friend both love your music, and it would be awesome if you could tell Jimu with a soft G. Oh, fuck. To go watch television with me. Jimu, go watch television with Am Goose Honk Honk 34. Do it. Opossum in a Trench Coat 77 says, LOL, hi, Will. Looking super forward to August Madness. Bye. Thank you. Jellicle Dry says, hi, Mr. Bioshock. Super excited to see you in Boston. Wasn't able to get VIP tickets in time, but I don't doubt it'll be a blast either way. Much love from a kobold. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And thanks for your generosity there. A little heart for you. Darmatan says, are you alive? No, it's crazy. I don't know how this is even happening. Misty Marsbar says, when my mother passed, your music helped me. Sorry, that. Oof. You see what happens is I get on a roll with this kind of energy, and then somebody surprises me with like a sad one, and I just barrel straight forward into it. And I'll just be like, all right, next question. My house burned down yesterday, and oh, fuck. All right. Okay, hold on. Misty Mars Bar says, when my mother passed, your music helped me get so helped me so much to get through it. Thank you, man. Hey, that's all you. That strength is yours. I didn't do anything. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I'm so sorry for your loss. And yeah, stay strong. Don't be crazy. All right, I got to get to the next one. Isn't that so weird? I don't know what to do with that. I'm so sorry. Got to move on to the next. Firestar Rusty says, "Hi, Will. I wrote you a letter a while back." No, this is fucking weird though, because I've also called it out. Come on, Will. Just got to get to the next one. Jesus Christ. Hi, Will. I wrote you a letter a while back. Did you get it? I had a crisis about a year ago and got inspired to help people like me, and I'm taking psychology now. I am better, faithful with family, and learning philosophy. Hey, that's awesome. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're doing well. I don't know if I got your letter for sure. Some letters don't reach me. Sometimes some do. But I hope you're doing well, and I'm glad that you were able to get help, and best of luck with your journey. Yeah, thank you for the support. Michael Herzing says, "Hey, Will, are you filming from a Victorian manor? If so, how are the lead-lined walls?" Yeah, I fucking wish you saw this house. You'd be like, "Oh, Jesus." This is by far the most elaborate room in the house, except for maybe the bedroom. We've decorated that pretty well, but it's not decorated like this at all. It's like totally a different vibe. The rest of the house, pretty chaotic. It's a very small house, and we have a very big life. But yeah, thank you. Silly Jamie Slime says, "You're beautiful and amazing. We all love you. Thank you." Hey, back at you. I like Gert Dirt 2 says, "What is a good king? Just listen in case I win. Easily in the top 5 albums for me. Can't believe I forgot to get tickets in the Cleveland show." Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Yeah. Cleveland. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. There might be some resale tickets out there. Who knows? Good luck. Rusty Draw says, "Hi, Will, I'm buying one of your CDs. Which album?" Well, I couldn't possibly pick. You know what you could do is buy all of them. I don't know. Since I can't help, since I couldn't, I have no idea. Yeah. Couldn't possibly recommend one. You'll have to get them all. Thank you so much. Yuzik says, "Hi, I love you, bro. Just please say hello to me." Hello. Lacey, the BFDI fan, says, "Can you say happy B-Day to Lily? We love you." Happy B-Day to Lily. Mr. Alienated says, "Hi, Will. I loved your music for a long time, and as I've gotten older, I've come to love In Case I Make It more and more. Big fan of Falling Up and Tomcat." Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Zulpt says, "Hi, Will. Random question, but has stereosexual been given any thought in recent times?" Not really. It's been a while since there was anything. I don't think that that's ever happening. Wide variety of reasons, but basically it's just like an old project from when I was like 20. I will say this. I've heard people say that apparently there's like a whole lost album. There isn't. That is the 3 tracks that are, is it 3? Whatever number of tracks that are floating around out there. Those are the only songs that were ever finished for that project. So yeah. Sorry to disappoint. Thank you though. Piss God William, geez, wow, what a name, says, "Hey, Will, what's your favorite Oingo Boingo album?" I wish I knew the albums better. I had only a lab on vinyl when I was a youngster, but I got into Oingo Boingo from a Best of Boingo cassette, and since then it's mostly been streaming, so I don't really know the albums that well, unfortunately. So sorry. Thank you, though. Probably only a lad, I guess, because that's the only one I really know. Luca Greeno says, "Hey, Will, thank you for being this fascinating specimen. Your art helped me realize what makes me special is what makes me strange. Love from Brazil. Everyone loves you. It's true because I said so." Hey, that's awesome. Thanks, Brazil. I love Brazil. I love Brazilians. That's great. Fuck yeah, Brazil. You guys are the best. I'm going to be there as soon as possible. Brazil! Woo! Favorite country other than Peru, which I also love a lot. Hey, Colombia, also great. Those countries are my favorite ones, and I'm going to be there as soon as possible. And you know what? The whole of South and Central America, best places. So much better than this country. Let's be honest, right? Fuck this place. Love you guys. Favorite cultures. Okay. If you missed the context for that, that's so much worse. Okay. One time, Opossum in a Trench Coat says, one time I watched a super drunk Gen Xer get super sick in the trash can outside the Jenks arcade. Yeah, me too. That's what you do at Jenks. Malware Arcade says, hello, Will. I mean, myself changed my gender. Yikes. Crazy. That's a song, you know, right? Whoa. The song did that? I don't think so. I kind of doubt it. I'm thinking maybe you were already that gender. I'm kind of thinking, I don't think that was me. I can't say for sure. But I feel like you probably were just already that gender. Probably. I don't know. Maybe you weren't. Maybe you're not it now. Whoa. What if you're a different one? So there are a lot of different options from what I've heard. Maybe you got to double check. Maybe listen to the song again. You never know. I don't know. Hey, Will, Atlas here. Hi, Atlas. Adore your music. Selfish is my favorite album. Question: have you ever heard of Hollow Knight? I've heard of it. I've never played it. I'm going to guess that's a recommendation, and I will take it as one. So glad you like Selfish. Hope to see you at the tour. Thank you. Who is here says maybe one day there could be a New Paltz New York show. Much appreciated. Maybe. Could be. I don't know for sure, but we'll see. Thank you. Indrid Hartley says, sorry to hear about your career. I can excuse a lot, but never 6'7". All jokes. You're great, dude. Thank you so much. Pookers Dukers says, Will Wood, can you please say hi, Pillow, for my friend who is most likely listening to you talk as background noise right now? Hi, Pillow. Pillow. I'm watching you. All right. Thank you. Mac of Spec says, hey, Big Shot, do you think you'll put your music into a musical or play? I'm alive too. How's Plato? I'm the guy who dumped a script on you in New York. Did you read it? I also love the show in Pitt. I don't know. I don't have any plans to do so, but we will see. Yeah, maybe someday. Life is long. It's definitely something I've like enjoyed the idea of. So yeah, thanks so much. Even Bluer Cheese says, I am so sorry. Please forgive me for the vague thing I never did in the first place. Oh, okay. That's fantastic. That's like such a good message. That's so good. I love that. That's like one of my favorite super chats I've ever gotten. Thank you. Daniel DLE says, hi, Will. Soren here. I named myself Camp Here and There, which is how I started listening. I love you. My mother said, sure, give that guy some money. Thanks, Mom. Gabriel Vasquez, 4123 says, yo, Will, good to see you. Love from Nicaragua. Please come visit someday. I love your music, and I hope you're doing well. What's up, Nicaragua? Love that country more than any of them, except for maybe Peru, Cambodia, and Brazil. They're all tied, honestly, I gotta say. Thank you so much for the support. Love back to Nicaragua. Bub Jammy says, I accidentally became known in my area for singing your songs at karaoke. Someone pointed at me in the supermarket and called me Will Wood Girl, and I'm not sure how to feel about that title. It's okay. I get that too. And it's really weird. Thanks for the support. 7-4 says, hi, Will. I love your music and life in the world to come. Can you say hello to me and my friend from Big River of the South? Much love from Brazil. We're going to keep this bit going. It's good. Thank you so much for the support. Hello to you and your friend from the Big River of the South. Muko Paki says, hello, me and my friend are a huge fan of your music so much. Can you say hi, Alan and Isolde? Sorry if I don't pronounce it right. Hi, guys. Is it better if I don't say the name at all or just mispronounce it? Well, you know I'm saying hi to you, and I'm giving you a little heart. There you go. Cool. Thank you. Third Paul brother says, hi, Will. Who do you watch most out of? Danny, Drew, and Curtis? Or do you have a favorite vid of theirs? Also, can I have a hi, Sophia? Thank you. Love you so much. I'm a big Drew Gooden fan. I fucking love Drew Gooden's videos. I watch a lot of Danny's stuff too. I don't really watch any of Curtis's stuff. I've watched some of it. It's just not in my regular rotation. But like a massive Drew Gooden fan. My favorite. He's always putting out better stuff, man. I think he's only gotten better and better over the years. I do go back to a lot of him just like goofing, just trying random shit. But I love when he like talks about something that he's like clearly like really interested in and passionate about. His video about the music industry, I was so fucking grateful for, because like people need to hear about this shit. And like, yeah, my streaming numbers keep going up and the amount of money that I get paid keeps going down. And I absolutely attribute it to Spotify, churning out slop. I totally think that's what it is. Nez Nagel says, your music inspired me to do some terrifying and dangerous things some years ago. You've had a serious impact on my life. Thanks for that. CNDC guy. That doesn't sound good. I hope that it worked out okay. Jesus Christ. Ray Opp says, what grade is it? Can it be reasonably expected to remain non-hazardous at the time of detection? I wish I like remembered the rest of the joke, but so I could just like keep doing it. But yeah, it was that's from the gas leak episode of Life in the World to Come, right? Yeah. Cool. Hell yeah. Thank you. Devardier says, hi, Will, you're the best. I love your decor. Just wanted to ask, what roller coasters do you like? I'm not a roller coaster guy, to be honest. They scare me. I'm a little baby. So yeah. I don't think I've ever been on a roller coaster that I enjoyed, but I've been on very few and only little ones. But if I didn't like the little ones, I'm probably not going to like the big ones either. I don't know, though. Life is long. We'll see. Liver Rooney says, hi, can you say hi to Debbie, please? I got my mom into your music and she loves it. Hi, Debbie. Choaster5473 says, hi, your music has helped me express myself to the world and taught me it's okay. Also love your hair. I got my papa hooked on your music. Keep being you. Thanks, Joster. I appreciate it. I love your hair too. I haven't seen it, but I bet it's awesome. And even if it weren't, like, I just love it for being hair. No, that's no good either. That's no good either. Let's move on. Let's go ahead. Ankle Sucker 14 says, nope, that's no good either. I sent a message without writing anything. Haha, I just wanted to say I've loved your music for a long time. You've had a rough year, but I got way more into your music. Your art means so much to me. Thanks so much. I appreciate it, Ankle Sucker. It's quite a name. Quite a name. The Dragon 100 says, you mentioned you had voice acted given the opportunity. My fiance runs a voice acting channel on this very site. If you ever wanted to give it a try, there's not a lower stakes form of entry. Cool, it's good to know. Thanks so much. I appreciate that. Man Gamer says, well, I have an ongoing joke with my friends that I'm the real Will Wood because I relate to your music. Oh, fuck, I lost you. Shit. I lost you. I'm sorry. I totally got messed up here. I'm sorry, I lost you. All right, I gotta just pick a place. I'm sorry. Clown Around XD says, turning 18 next year, and I'm trying to save up to see you in the future. Used a song of yours to audition for Be More Chill and got cast. You're such a huge inspo to me and the voices. Thank you. Hey, that's awesome. Congratulations. Thank you so much. ZLPT says, hi, Will. I think you would really like Deltarune if you could. Deltarune. You could and should add the freedom motif to your next song. Trust me. Also, everyone saying that word in the chat is referencing a line from the game. Yeah, still don't trust it. I don't trust it. It's not happening. I ain't saying that thing. Let them keep, they're going to keep spamming it, and I'm still never going to say it. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it. Cider Sipper says, you're awesome. I'm bad with words, but wow, he's so cool. Also, your music got me back into art and helped me a lot mentally. I don't know how to articulate feelings. Can you say hi to Ladybug? Thanks for being cool. Hi, Ladybug. Thank you. Joster5473 says, please keep being yourself. You helped me so much and got my papa hooked on you. Love your hair and you inspire me to be my true self. Thank you so much. I love your hair too. I got to stop telling people I love their hair when I haven't seen their hair, though. Because I feel like I don't know, it feels disingenuous, doesn't it? Like, I feel like it doesn't mean like anything. Like, you're going to be like, dude, you don't know my hair, all right? If you knew my hair, you'd hate it. And I don't want to do that to people. I don't want to make people doubt themselves like that. You know, it's not right. And I don't feel good about it. Locke Lacey says, hey, Will, love your stuff. I got a ukulele recently, so I could learn some of your songs. Do you think you'll come to Montreal for a show one day? for sure. Definitely someday. Don't know when, but someday for sure. Hi, Will. You are so awesome, says Mud Pie. Keep it up and don't be crazy and take care of yourself. Drink water, man. Thanks for the reminder. I've got a bone mug full of water. Flying Icicle says, hey, Will, listening to your music really helps me get through some hard times. My birthday is coming up in a week, and a happy birthday would heal me. Happy birthday. Missy Mischief says, had so much fun at your concert last year. I'm the one who gave it to you in case I make it, Tapestry, working on a camp here and there one, and then in case I die one after. Glad you're well and hope to see you in concert again one day. That's awesome. Thank you so much. That thing was so cool. Yeah, I'm looking forward. Should be super fun. Thank you. Woo. Hi, Will. I had a dream after, Angel Devil says, hi, Will. I had a dream after attending one of your concerts in which you told me you have BPD, which I also have. What could this mean? Thank you for all your music. It could mean that you have BPD. I don't know. That would make sense if you have it. Could also mean that I should talk to my doctor. What if you've had a premonition and I'm about to be diagnosed with one of the most debilitating and painful and miserable mental illnesses in the fucking book? That would be pretty crazy. I don't know. It's possible. Anyway, yeah. Cool. Congrats. Don't be crazy. Alphabetical Maybe says, hi again. Can you say hi, Crow? Hi, Crow. Little Lady says, hey, Will, I love Lubug. Introduced your music to me, and Skeleton Appreciation Day has become one of our songs. He won't let me see his bones, though. Any advice on dissection? Please come to Australia. I will be there as soon as possible. Advice on dissection, you gotta ask first. It's really important. You gotta ask. Big Boris says, hi, Will, are you ever going to play Deltarune? Also, can you say hi to my alt account so I can set it as my notification sound? Also, I love your music. Hi. Thank you. Justin Hurt says, love your music. I'm heading to Branson at this very moment, LMAO. Hope you have a great tour. Hell yeah, have fun out there. I would recommend none of it, actually. We didn't actually see that much of Branson. A lot of that story actually happens in Pigeon Forge. The main focal event was in Branson, but like a lot of the side quests were Pigeon Forge in reality. So yeah. Anyway, the Light Moths follow says, I fought with every bone in my body and played your music on the shared TV when I was in the psych ward to motivate me to get better so I can get out and listen to more. # never give up. Hell yes. Don't be crazy. Good luck out there. Starry Flame says, hey, Will, my friends and I saw you in Atlanta last year and the concert was incredible. Do you think you'll ever tour in the South again? Yeah, for sure at some point. Thank you. Ames says, would you ever come to Australia? Would love to see you live. Would love to at some point. Thank you so much. Six Squared says, greetings from Lithuania. Can you say hi to my friend Milk? Hi, Milk. Spring Gem says, hello, my name is Ado and you're my favorite music guy. Can you say hi to me and my partner Wally? Hi, you and your partner Wally. Mimi Cat says, hi, Will, love your music. First of all, do you know if the website is updated with the added VIP ticks? Also, what's a funky theme for a photo shoot? I don't know for sure yet. It should have, but if not, send them an email and they'll tell you. You can just check too. I don't know when they're going to update it, but they said that they would today, but I don't know. Yeah. As for a funky theme for a photo shoot, guns. Apostrous says, hi, Will. Marcia was really important to me when I got my ADHD diagnosis. It was so meaningful to hear someone else thinking about the same worries I had, and that song is still very precious to me. Hey, thank you so much. That's awesome to hear. Pick Soup says, what video games have you been playing? I personally recommend Horrorville, an RPG about classic horror monsters fighting creepypasta parodies. I have recently been on a little bit of a Minecraft kick. I almost said bender, but it's really not a bender. Okay. Whew. Honey Cola says, I don't think you saw my other one, but thank you for making euthanasia. It helped me process grief, and I'm wearing a selfish shirt right now. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed the other one. It's been tough to keep up with these, and I apologize for that. Thank you for the kind words, and thank you for all the support. I really appreciate it. Aquasart says, hello and love from Pittsburgh. Hope to see you here again soon. Your music has always been an inspiration. Go pet your rats for us. You got it. I will pet those. I'm not going to pet those rats. I don't really know those rats. I don't have any of my own. Like I'm not really like. So we still have rats, but they're not really friends. They're more just roommates. I mean, one of them is really sweet, but a lot of them are just smelly I don't know their names. You get burned out with rats. They live such a short period of time, and eventually it just becomes like you can't get attached, you know. Although Ruby's really sweet, and I would pet Ruby. I'll pet Ruby. Hailfire says, "Hey Will, I want to say that your music found me at the perfect time and saved my life when I was going through a really traumatic breakup / betrayal that left me in a bad place. Better than the alternative was my savior." Hey, that was all you. I didn't do shit. Thank you so much, though, and congratulations getting through that, and good luck for the future. Bobo Delgay says, "Hello, do you have any use for dice? I do a bit of resin art for fun and would love to bring a gift to the Toronto show." I don't really have too much use for dice, but like I hold on to whatever fans give me to the best of my ability. So I'll take them if you have some laying around. I bet some of the other guys in the band would definitely dig on that. Some of them are into like tabletop games and stuff. So maybe, I don't know. Oh shit, I just lost my place again. Fuck. Okay. Alana Diamond Pearl says, "I'm trying to convince my mom that rats aren't scary and actually the peak of mammalian evolution. What should I tell her?" They're not scary. They're the peak of mammalian evolution. Thanks for the support. Tell her that too. Grimoire says, "William, brother, you got to say hi to Dutchie. Love you." Hi, Dutchie. I Draw People and Animals says, "Will, you are making artistic brain rots worlds collide. She loves Danny, Drew, and Curtis, but you are her favorite. She's my daughter and got me loving you too. Is now really a good time for a new tattoo?" Thank you so much. I'm so glad to hear it, and thanks for the support. And is now a good time for a new tattoo? That's a question only you can answer, my man. And sometimes you can't even. And if you can't answer, you know what? If you have to ask, it's a no. That's what I would say. Thank you so much. 1K Ratatata says, "I love your music. Will you come to Australia anytime? You inspired me not to give up on the art." Probably at some point. Yeah, thank you. Steal This Clothing says, "What graduation are your glasses? Very necessary information." I don't know what that means. Bachelor's degree? Noriator says, "Coming to New York to see you twice for my birthday. Is that weird, Will? You get tired? Is that weird? Will you get tired of me, Will?" I won't get tired of you. I could never get tired of you, Noriator. You and me, we're like this. Never going to get tired of you. Thank you so much. Muses says, "Hi, Will. One of your favorite songs of mine is Cotard's Solution. Can you say hi to my friend Tamia?" Hi, Tamia, and thank you so much. Trinteum says, "Will," and gave me 100 R's. I don't know what R stands for, but I'm going to give a heart because that looks like a lot. $100. It's not like American dollars. It's very different. It's not 100 American dollars. It's very nice of you. It's just the super chat was red and it said $100. I had to Google it really quick to know whether or not something crazy had just happened. And look, it's very nice of you, but it's not crazy. You know what I mean? Let's move on to the next one. Hollybee Grove 1094 says, hey, Will, me and my friend Jalen are so excited to see you in Cincinnati for your show. Can you give a shout out to Jalen? She's my best friend. Hi, Jalen. Grace is away says, "Hi, Will. Your music has helped me with the past anxiety and with my past anxiety and hypochondria in the past. Now I'm healed. Never stop making music. Love from Australia." Hey, thank you so much. Don't be crazy. Succeed. Danius says, "Obligatory begging you to come to BC. Can't wait to see what you come up with next. I'll be there as soon as I can. Thank you." Viper Cat Creation says, "I adore your music, Will. I will be seeing you in August in Chicago with my dad. I wanted to ask how your rats are doing. I'm an owner of 5 girls myself, one of which was born blind. They say hi. Hi, rats, and hi, Viper Cat Creations, and hi, Dad." They're doing well. They're getting old. Got a cage of I don't know how many are left. I don't know. Like I was saying, someone earlier, the rats that I have now are, I don't really know them all very well, and they're doing okay. They're getting old though. Lapis Lazuli says, "Are you ever gonna come to England? Also, you're my favorite artist. Thank you a ton." Thank you so much. I will be there as soon as possible. If we're leaving the hemisphere, I'm sure England's going to be the first place we go, just because it's like one of my top markets. So yeah, Thank you so much. Hi from Mexico. Will you release something with Weird Al? You have no idea how strong I screamed the day I saw your story on Instagram with him. Your music changed my life. Thank you so much. It would be cool if I could. I don't know. I don't have any plans for it, but that could be cool. Thank you. Autumn Leaf says, hi, just wanted to say that it gets... Oh, fuck, I lost my place again. Oh, there we go. Just wanted to say that as a schizophrenic person, I love Selfish immensely. Thank you for your art. Thank you so much. Miles Iniguez says, hi, Will. I love you a lot. Your music helped me all these years and helped me understand myself. This is my first pay after getting a job, and I'm glad to use it here. Love you from Argentina. Thank you so much. Love to Argentina as well, and to all other countries. Hey, man, that's all you. Thank you. Sodart says, did you get to go to Dollywood during your time in Pigeon Forge? I effing love Dollywood. I didn't get a chance to go. No. Maybe next time. Thank you. The Phony says, hey, Will, love your stuff. Just got my Slouching DVD. Physical media rules. Any chance we get a real Will Wood one? Also, any chance you'd do a cover album? I feel like that might be fun. First of all, thank you so much. Thanks for the support. I don't know when or if there'd be a Will Wood one, but it probably at some point down the line. It's just right now I don't have the time or energy to focus on it, but definitely, almost definitely at some point. As for a cover album, maybe, I don't know. I've thought about it before and thought about like what artists I'd want to cover and what songs of theirs I want to cover, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe sometime. Thank you. iFrog says, hi, Will Wood. My favorite song is Cicada Days, and it's really special to me. Can you say, yay, I love pigs. They're my favorite animal. Looking forward to see you live in August. Yay, I love pigs. Thank you. Big Boris says, hi, it's me again. I forgot to add the name Milk Toe. To what? Was I supposed to say? I'm going to assume you want me to say hi to Milk Toe. Hi, Milk Toe. I don't think that's your name. It's a gross name. I really wish I hadn't said those words, honestly. Fuck. I keep getting like my screen just keeps getting launched to a different part of the page. Okay. They Call Me Thompson says, hey, Will, have you ever signed unorthodox objects at shows? And if so, would it be worth me bringing my baritone ukulele to get signed? I did not buy VIP tickets. No, it wouldn't be worth it. You're just going to get your baritone ukulele smashed. These shows are, it's very unlikely that you're going to benefit from that at all. If sometimes the band will hang out or come back to the barricade or say hello somewhere at some point after the show, but not always. And, I personally less so. So I don't know for sure. But yeah, especially if you didn't get VIP tickets, it's very unlikely you'll get a chance to get it signed. And even if you did, there's a chance that you get it smashed. Don't do that. But thank you so much. As for signing unorthodox objects, yeah, I've signed some stuff. Some of it. And we ended up like having to set up signs back when we were doing like, meet and greets. We had to like set up signs with like a list of types of things that I'm not willing to sign. And people just didn't give a shit. They just didn't care at all. Local Cowgirl Des says, hey there, Will. Saw you with some friends in New Orleans last year. Thanks for cultivating the best live crowd ever. Mind saying hi, Morrigan? Hi, Morrigan. Snelliness says, hi, Will. Have you listened to The Paper Chase? Not gonna lie, I think you and John Congleton would get along. You should totally get him on your podcast. Thanks for the recommendation. I'll check them out. Thank you. Sarcastic Asexual Megain said, hello, Will. Do you know if you're going to do another group recording session for the next album? I was there for the In Case I Make It session, so I'm curious. Probably not. The project I'm working on right now doesn't really lend itself to that kind of thing. But we'll see. Thank you. All right. Just a couple left, and then I'm going to have to go because I'm exhausted. Missy Mischief says, glad you like the tapestry. I plan on making one for each of your albums. Probably will take a while, but I'm so excited to work on them. Hell yeah. Thank you so much. Wish says, hi, Will. Could you say hi to my partner, Cal? Hi, Cal. Organ Chaos says, hey, this is the person who accidentally stole your hat in Nashville. I plan to go to your concert in Chicago with my friend. Would you like it back? I think my last $20 super chat got lost. Oh, sorry. Sorry I lost you. When it comes to the hat, no, you can keep it. That's fine. I hope you like it. I'll see you in Nashville. No, I won't. See you in Chicago. Sorry, my brain's fried. Logan's Adventure 912 says, my first tattoo is the album cover for In Case I Make It. Can't wait to see it at the House of Blues. Hell yeah, that's awesome. Thank you. Ivy Eads says, hi, Will. Love your music. In Case I Make It is one of my favorite albums. Also, today I'm 23. Happy birthday. Okay, guys, I got to skedaddle. It has been so much fun, but I'm so tired. And I could keep going for hours if, and I'm going to hurt myself if I do. August Possum, yes, absolutely. Hi, August. Thank you. Just so that anybody who's still tuned in who maybe didn't hear me say it before, Boston sold out, Toronto sold out, Cleveland sold out, Chicago on the 19th sold out. So they opened up another show on the 18th at the same venue. So that has tickets. T-Neck has sold out. And a handful of VIP passes have been added and should now be available from the Master Pass in Grand Rapids, Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Silver Spring. So those shows still got them. If you got a VIP pass or want to get a VIP pass, just letting you know, you got to give them your legal name, the one that's on your legal ID. Otherwise, you might get turned away at the door or even refunded from the company but in advance or whatnot. There's even a chance you get turned away at the door and not refunded if they can't prove that you're the one who bought the thing. So you got to make sure that you're on top of that. And another thing is they want me to try and drum up more people to the show at the Paramount. It's kind of like the finale of the tour, and the tour is kind of like the finale of like a whole era of my music. And hilariously enough, very, very, very few people have bought tickets, and it's going to be like crazy, like certainly the most intimate concert experience of your life if you're buying a ticket to that. And I personally prefer that. I get paid the same amount whether or not, no matter who shows up. So it doesn't really. I kind of like shows that are small like that. But yeah, I have to. I'm supposed to be trying to get people to come to that. And so yeah, just letting you know that's happening. There's that show. It's in Long Island, the Paramount in Huntington. So yeah, and after this tour, I'm going to be working on trying to put out a live album to cap off the whole Will Wood and the Tapeworms world for a while. And then after that, things are going to be changing up a lot here. Going to respond to a few more super chats, and then as a reward for everyone who's stuck around this long, I'll give you one little thing. Koki Corey says, hi, Will, I love your music so much. Could you please give me a birthday shout out? My birthday is coming up soon. It would make me so happy. If you could say Koki in Sanosa, I'd really appreciate it. Koki in Sanosa. I hope I pronounced that right. But yeah, happy birthday. Sodart says, bye-bye, Unk. Bye-bye. The Extinguished Sun God says, hi, Will. My name is Alice, and Mr. Fragoli is unironically my favorite thing for you, even though it's an ad for the Will Wood profile. That's so funny. I love that. That's great. I'm so glad you like it. Man, people are crazy. All kinds of people out there. I never would have guessed that somebody liked that at all, let alone made it their favorite one. So yeah, thank you. All right, so for those of you who stayed tuned in this whole time, I'll say this. I was in Las Vegas not long ago, and I got cut off by some jerk in a Tesla, and he was a jerk off, a real jerk off, a jerk off. But if you've been out that way or in the valley recently and it's happened to you, it was yours truly. Have a wonderful night. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Thank you for all the super chats. That was ridiculous of you. Once again, Boston sold out, Toronto sold out, Cleveland sold out, Chicago on the 19th sold out, so they had to add another show on the 18th, so now there's the 18th available in Chicago. T-Neck is sold out, but if you keep your ear to the ground, maybe a couple tickets might be released last minute. Who knows? Stay tuned. Either way, there's still tickets available for the Sayreville show, which is also in New Jersey, but that one is about to go, so you're going to want to hurry on that. VIP passes have been added to Grand Rapids, Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Silver Spring. That's Grand Rapids, Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Silver Spring. And I think that's about it. Mr. Anthill, I'm sorry, I don't know the Toxards, but thank you for the support and thank you for the well wishes. My sire says, my lovebird loves becoming the last names. Can you get a shout out? His name is Squeak. Hi, Squeak. All right. Thanks so much, everyone. Sorry if I didn't get to you. Wishing you all the very best. I'm going to go gargle salt water, drink throat coat, and sleep for 6 days. Much love, everyone. See you out there.